Hello, welcome to the channel. My name is Karsh, and this is Goblin Cave TV for our 31st episode of Saints and Sinners, our Descent into Avernus, We're All Going to Die campaign. Where today we might die, but we also might be stealing and robbing, and I don't know how morally that sits with me being, a paladin in this game. So yay, that's the thing.
I mean,
It's not stealing.
The
It's
most
reallocation.
virtuous
I
of
mean,
paladins.
the people that we're stealing from aren't exactly good people.
Stealing is stealing, though.
That's true.
We're not stealing. We're reallocating.
Listen,
We are redistributing wealth. That's what we're doing.
we are stealing from the rich and giving to the poor. We're the poor.
I.e. ourselves.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Stealing from the rich and giving to me.
Well, yeah, we've also heard that this stuff was stolen by Bitter Breath, who we think is like another one of those warlords.
Yeah. So we're just
So
stealing
like,
back the stuff that they've already stole.
yeah. If we're in asset recovery and get a portion of the recovery.
Does Avernus have like a version of reality TV?
I mean, does
It
Avernus
It's hell
have...
after all.
Do we have to do our taxes in Avernus? That's the biggest thing.
I've always wanted to do cops, but in Star Wars from like the fan fiction Trips movie, like that little 10-minute movie. We could always do Bounty Hunter in Avernus.
That'd be a nice one shot.
Pull up in the big F 150 or 350 war machine, with maybe.
I call dibs on the
Can
pit
we
thing.
become repo people?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
just go to the tower and be like, hey, sorry, your payments on your war machine haven't gone through. I need
That
to
would
take
be
it
a
back
very
to
interesting
That would
Maggie."
work
direction.
better than Bounty
That
Hunter.
would be a very interesting direction for this campaign today.
Yeah, you know that
Right.
sword that you had maybe 2 million ago. Yeah, we're gonna need that back. You missed payment.
Yeah, we're gonna need that back or collect collateral on that soul that you offered. We're just gonna have to make sure. We have some paperwork to do. It's gonna take about 2,000 years, but you know, just take a number and wait. It's fine.
And it's written in Elvish, so they can't read it.
Right, well, you know, I can give you.
As
the lines
Modius
of my
just
man-
tweeted some bullshit, and now he's trying to pump the value of soul coins. Everyone buy.
There's just like some people over on Reddit buying up soul coins.
I know. You gotta hold your soul coin. It's gonna go up in value. I swear.
Yeah,
Promise.
don't go
I swear,
exchanging it for
dump, dump,
gold
dump,
at the
dump, dump.
market. Just suffer through it.
Yeah, but they closed the market. I can't buy them or sell them anymore.
Anyway, we have a game to run tonight.
Yeah. That went sideways pretty quickly. I liked it.
I
So we
You
have-
thought it would take a full 5 minutes.
I know I meant in-game to get the
Oh.
game sideways. Yeah. So welcome in. We have Syrinscape in the background as always because it's amazing. So check them out at syrinscape.com. This is the Avernus game, the Avernus actual sound set that we use here. And we're pumping it through pretty much speakers all around the world through their online service, which is pretty cool, pretty awesome. So we can also help the characters by donating. We have a system where if you donate $1 per 100 bits, then you're essentially donating a chat dice for that person to roll at an attack roll, saving throw, or skill check. The dice increases per donation amount, and it's currently on Dell with a D8. So don't forget to use that one. And that's about it for bookkeeping. I think we should do the intros. Emi, would you like to start?
Hi, I'm Emi Rabbit, but you guys can call me Emi. I play Eva, the human monk. And yes, today we are looking to apprehend some new wheels since our last one's kind of got destroyed by dragons.
And poor
And,
driving.
Yeah, I don't feel like walking through hell, so you know, gotta go in style.
Mhm.
Yeah, where's the highway?
Yeah. No, that's the way in. We gotta.
The highway to hell, but there's no highways here. Still under
It's
construction.
all off
No,
road.
you have to travel via the rail system.
Oh, they have public transport.
Oh, crap.
The true hell.
probably about that.
only for souls.
Always late.
Yeah. The public transport is in fact the river Styx.
but it's only for souls.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but you have to give the
It's one way from Avernus down all the way down to the ninth. I can't remember what the ninth.
We gotta find the ferryman. Give us a ride.
The ferryman or the ferryman?
The Beata line. Now stopping at Maladomini.
Ah, crap,
Your next stop is Cania. This soul train is bound for Nessus.
Oh. Oh well.
I say, looking at the wiki.
MLP.
Hi, MrLiveProducer. I'll be playing your Dwarven Barbarian Ranger, Burlock Unguard, and yeah, we are gonna have so much fun today. It's gonna be. I don't know if this is. It's gonna be fun. I'm just thinking Ocean's 11.
I'm thinking Payday 2.
Oh, are we going to go in silent or loud?
It doesn't matter. It always goes in loud.
Well, we're supposed to be the distraction, so loud, probably.
So it's a Shadowrun game.
Charger. I need to grab my tablet charger. It's
You
running
do
low
that.
and I've got a cheat sheet on it.
You do that. It always ends up being loud, just like a Shadowrun game. You go in with like these complex plans. You roll one set of dice, and that's the end of your plans. That's it. You're going in loud from that point on.
Yeah.
You're like, I think it might work. 1. Well, but if I do this, 2.
Okay, face is finished. Let's go in with the grenade launchers. Let's do this. I love Shadowrun. Del.
Hi everyone, I'm Del. I've been playing Reservoir, the Water's Genasi Sorcerer. Very excited for whatever is to come. Yes, that's all I got.
Okay, Will.
Hey everybody, my name is Will. I'm playing Ashe, the Fire Genasi Artificer, and she's feisty and she wants to help everybody now because she wants to be everyone's friend.
No longer has the.
She doesn't have a finger, but she has her friends now, which is almost just as good. So yeah, hope
But
today
does
you
she
guys
has the-
enjoy episode.
Does she have the rogue, like the white flash from Rogue? No.
Maybe.
I'm thinking, is she going to develop what's known as the hidden blade now?
Maybe she might be actually.
Can
loosely
she
based off of
artifice
her.
herself a new finger?
That was the plan, I think.
Or does she have to like cut off her whole hand? Because I know that you can make a fake hand.
I think so, but I think someone was asking for a cape or a cloak again. But we'll have to see what happens. Especially when I level up, I could get her some flying boots instead.
No.
No.
That's at least what the plan is probably is at the moment. But yeah.
Plan window. Hello.
Oh, imagine the places I could go with those.
Places you'll see.
Yeah, okay.
Fucking
I will let
Iron Man boots? Yeah, I can dig it.
I would
Okay,
let her
no.
have-
What she would do is she'd pick someone up and take them with her. I can show you.
I would-
the-
I'm like a bird, I only fly away. I would only let her have flying boots if there's a way to recall them back.
I don't think
Oh,
I just
yes.
say.
Teleport.
I think there's literally boots of flying.
like the black unicorns. They teleport their riders into battle, but if they don't like the riders, they teleport the riders into battle and they're not with them. Perfect cavalry charge. I love black unicorn cavalry. They're awesome. That's the Thavian cavalry. They're really nasty, but funny all at the same time. Hi, my name's Karsh. I'm playing Warwick, the undrunkard paladin, who is annoyed that he's not drunkard. I have a moral issue with thieving right now because he's being nice and moral, and I don't know if the party has realised that because they've totally agreed for thievery.
Well, we haven't agreed yet. We've said
No,
that we'll
we-
check it out and make a decision from that.
Yeah, this is sketchy at best and questionable at best. But also, I mean,
The last time I played a paladin, and this was the issue, the players actually waited for me to be outside before they came off their plan. When I came back in, it was like, oh, we're trying to free the mayor's daughter from the kidnappers. Yeah, we totally kidnapped the mayor's daughter. Yeah, they knew what I was going to do. I don't think this group knows that yet. Lorian, are you ready yet?
Yeah. Sorry, just the
Last minute.
energy tonight has been so chaotic. I'm just.
Is that the energy every
I,
night?
if we're gonna
The
wait a
cat
moment,
filters.
I'm just gonna take a moment to restart my computer because everything just froze right now. So
Oh no!
yeah, for some reason I can still talk to you guys, but I literally can't click anything. So give me like a second.
Well, while
Or two.
I was doing that, hi, I'm Lorian Ross. I'm the GM for I'm the GM for Descent into Avernus. Yes, I have been. Today has been a day. Should we put it that way? But I'm good to go. As we wait for, I suppose we'll wait for Will now.
Well, should we ask everyone what we're talking about earlier before we start streaming? See what the audience wants.
That could be a shout.
You brought it up. You can talk about it.
Put it out there.
I don't mind. As next week is going to hopefully be the final episode of Book 1 of Smuggler's Run, we're deciding what we want to do next. Are we actually going to do the next book in the Smuggler's Run series, or are we actually going to do another campaign?
The current choice that we are deliberating between is: do we continue with stuff against the Ian Throne, or do we go to Pathfinder 2 Extinction Curse?
Or Thirsty Sword Lesbians.
Right, pretty sure we're debating between those first two, though.
Okay.
Yeah. Sword lesbians is always an option, though.
Yeah.
I did kickstart it. I'm happy to kickstart the game.
We're thinking for something that's going to be longer than a one-shot.
Yeah.
I was having a look. There's more stuff there.
Someone has to be the useless lesbian.
No, there's a whole thing there. There's a whole thing. There's like 9 characters there pre-made. There's about half a dozen or more adventures all set up. I was surprised.
I am so tempted by that.
I do have a spare key if you would like to run something on the channel and also run on your own channel.
I'd have to really think about that. The temptation is very high.
I know. I do have it on offer from another group as well. But yes, but they are the current
If you're watching
realities.
the YouTube, let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, comment, and comment, and then subscribe. And
Like, comment, and survive.
Oh yeah, we've got to do that
Please
too.
don't die.
That being said, like every Dissension Avernus campaign episode we've done, we've always said we're going to die this episode. So the episode that we're going to say that we're not going to die, it's just going to be walking from here to here. We're going to die.
Yeah, I mean,
Something like that.
Yeah.
Plot twist: we get to the end of the campaign and no one dies. So that would be.
That totally didn't work.
I have faith in us not
I
dying.
should have taken the time earlier to set this up, but fuck it. Got some new lights. I got
Totally not working.
Yeah, what I wanted to do today is get these lights and this green screen set up so I could have a nice display. But
I mean, your display is still nice. It's just not green.
it actually is. It's just very pale.
Oh, well.
Anyway,
I
since,
tried.
Will's back. Will?
And that's all we can ever ask.
I think I did my intro already. I can do it again.
Yeah.
I didn't mind. That's annoying.
Yes.
I didn't hear. I was looking for my dice.
Good morning, everybody. I'm still awake.
Oh, just one thing.
Is that actually causing Oh, it is.
on
Shit.
that-
That's not
just-
good.
Just one thing on if we do move to the Extinction Curse, the critical decks will come out as a mandatory.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And you may think they're really, really bad, but I will say this for a Guard's Tale, they've actually saved the party on a couple of occasions. They've saved the party.
Could we have a look at them?
Lorian specifically rolled to fail during Morkborg because of what could happen. So
which then saved, yes.
Exactly.
The difference
I
is
won't knock it.
the difference is between a Morkborg character which is randomly generated and throwaway versus who I plan to play, which is a favorite of mine who for years. So the stakes are higher. I will definitely be emotionally invested.
Criticals do happen more often, but we use the 20s only for the decks.
Yes, I can vibe with that.
Yeah.
I can vibe with that.
And the ways it's actually helped and saved the party is, giving -3 to the actual big baddie, and then the next round that big baddie criticaling and then killing a character. But wait, no, it wasn't a critical because of that -3, and therefore it was just a hit and not killing them. That's happened twice at least. Yeah. But anyway, that would certainly be.
Like attack penalties in Pathfinder's like really strong because it can prevent a crit.
Yeah, but also bleed damage of D8 around is also in there too.
Ooh,
So
I like that.
it doesn't work against undead. But anyway, we've got a game today.
Yes, we do.
So,
Really?
if we're all ready and willing, let us begin with our tonight's episode of Saints and Sinners Descent to Avernus. When last we left the party, the 5 of you, having finally obtained the much sought after vial of powerful blood needed for the Archmage Mordenkainen, blood which you had bartered for with a paladin of Tiamat, the blood of the dragon goddess herself, now carried on your person, making your way back to the dark tower Mordenkainen calls his home on this plane. You came across a rather interesting individual. A green-skinned elf-like character. A Eladrin of the spring variety, who calls himself Smiler. With flashing white teeth, charisma abound, he came at you with a proposition. A quick side gig to steal back some lost goods for appropriate compensation, of course, and the promise of a thrilling and exciting heist. Apprehensive, but still going along with it, the party decided to help this strange character. And now we pick up, you are being led by Smiler across the dunes. As the wind blows and howls, walking alongside the two devil's rides that you have, Smiler's motorcycle and Ava's. You trudge now along the sand and hard rock. He turns back to you and says, "Not too far now. I imagine we're only about an hour's out, I should say. Now, now tell me, what are your capabilities? I can see some weapons. I see perhaps a tome or two. I just want to know who I'm dealing with. And so what can I expect for you in terms of rough and tumble? Any spellcasters among you?
What can we expect from you?
I punch things.
You punch things. Marvelous. I like people who punch things. Except when they're punching me. Myself, I'm pretty handy with these. And he brings out 2 short swords. And he kind of gives them a twirl. Almost like a showing off like a performer before sheathing them back. In addition to that, I have some magical capabilities. I can majority charming and illusionary effects. I can and a little bit of teleportation as well.
You can expect from us that if you double cross us, that there will be hell to pay.
More so
How
than
very
already surrounds
appropriate.
you.
How very appropriate. No, you have no fear of that. Don't worry. So we have a fist puncher. Have you got particularly strong fists? Or I've noticed that they're looking, you're not going to punch like a Gristro and break your wrist, are you?
Were you going to say you're not going to punch like a
Should
girl?
be-
No, of course not. I'm an elf. What do you take me for?
An elf.
Precisely.
I'd say I should be fine. Don't worry about it.
Well, I suppose I will only have to trust you. What about anyone else? Come on, I would just for purposes of strategy and thinking ahead.
Did we believe him when he said that we wouldn't have to worry about him double crossing us?
Make an insight check.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. The NPC returns. Shut up. I always forget he's always there.
Is there like no way to delete him or?
There is, but it's a faff.
You would have to duplicate every single set and then remove him individually.
Yep.
Lovely.
18.
Anyway, so
I love that.
18 insight check. From that, you get the impression he's not intending to double cross you, but you get the impression that if things got rough, he might not have your backs.
Okay. So similar to what I gleaned last time, not an outright lie, but
There's more.
Still not trustworthy.
Yeah. This guy is a slippery fellow, and he's very good at hiding his. He seems to be very good at hiding any deception, if there indeed is any.
Yeah, alarm bells definitely went off in Reservoir's mind when he was like, "I'm good at charming people."
Well,
I'm not giving you my capabilities.
most that you could expect
I just pointed the sword.
is a couple of
Fair
us
enough.
can come in and hit with like either my fists or like some weapons and stuff, and some of us like
You
to
know
stand
what?
back.
You know what? I can make that work.
Yeah.
What is your plan? And we can give you any thoughts we have that might ameliorate it a little bit.
Do you even have a strategy?
Well, my dear, I don't have a strategy yet. But my first point of order, as should be anyone's first point of order when making any sort of plan, is information gathering. Better the devil you know than the devil you don't, as they say. If you'll pardon me. Yes. Right. So, first things first is get close, have a look-see what there. I know roughly where this Bitter Breath's encampment is. Just get a gauge of like how many people are there, what their defenses are, avenues of entrance and escape, things like that.
Yeah, that sounds kind of like what we had in plan. Like, we're not. I mean, until we know what we're dealing with, we're not going to promise anything.
Fair enough. Fair enough. That's quite all right. Shall we continue?
Let's.
These Junes won't cross themselves.
As we continue a little bit, is he standing? Is he like leading us in this direction?
He is definitely like sort of motioning. He is definitely leading the charge. He seems to be like,
Okay.
there's a sense of, there's a little bit of arrogance about it, which is just like, you agreed, now you shall follow me this way. You know, it's
Yeah.
All
little bit
the
of that.
better.
You don't actually. I hang to the back of the thing. I just say. I automatically assume Kishara's always following me invisible.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. She's not always invisible. She's visible right now.
She is invisible, visible.
Visible.
Alright, I would say, Kishara.
Yeah.
Could you just go invisible and just keep an eye on him? Just let us know where he goes and just fly behind him. Hail him.
Sure. Yeah. Not a problem.
I don't trust him.
No, he's a fucking creepy fella.
Yes.
No one smiles that much down here.
Well, if the name is Smile, you've got to be concerned. So, follow him and just make sure you don't get seen. And if he's going to be doing anything untowards, let us know. Or if you need to, just stab him in the back. Stab him in the back. It's protecting us.
Yeah. I can. If I do that, you'll have my back, right?
Holds up fist and just a little.
Awesome.
What's Lulu doing out of curiosity? Has Lulu been hidden this entire time?
She's following she's kind of like resting on top of the bike as you push it along.
Okay.
So while you're not riding it, she kind of just sits herself in the seat and kind of like she's always on the alert because being a celestial down here is Oh, by the way, did you did you
This is the
cast
same
Nice
day,
Aura?
so I have. This
It
is
is
the
the same
second
day.
day.
Yeah.
So
Gotcha.
yes, I
So
have it written down.
Her demeanor is, knowing this, her demeanor is more relaxed than it has been. Before, she's been very reluctant to kind of make herself known in and around this place. But with that, she's kind of more sitting out in the open in a way she wouldn't before.
It does only protect her from magical means. So if someone were to look at her and be like, a tiny gold elephant, that might be a celestial. It doesn't help that. But at the very least, they won't sense it.
Yeah. So how did you get your bike, if you don't mind me asking?
This? Oh, I bartered for it.
Yeah.
Well.
A long story with an old muse of mine. Another warlord.
Well, if
Fiona,
you say we have an hour to
her name
go.
is. Well, indeed we do. Fiona is, if if your trust in me is somewhat shaky, I would be very much suggest not putting your trust in her. She is a beauty above all others on this plane, rivaling even the Erinieses. But beneath that porcelain skin and short-cropped dark hair is a heart of ice. You can tell by the parasol she carries made of bones. She's a necromancer, and for a while I courted her, and we had a couple of dealings. But then she grew tired of me, so I took her bike and left.
So she might be wanting it back.
Shh. You hear that? He suddenly just comes to a dead stop and holds his hand up. Make a perception check. Anyone who wants to.
Distracted by how shady this guy is.
Yeah, you kind of poke your ears up and you don't hear anything. And he's like, quick, behind cover. It's this.
Is there any cover nearby?
There are lots of scatterings of. There are some broken walls and like rock outcroppings of like ancient cities.
Yo.
It's a patrol. Quickly, hide.
Okay, yo. I'm gonna push the bike somewhere I can hide it.
Yeah.
It's easy. There is a large sort of stack of rock, like almost like a pillar, like a tor that's coming out of the ground, which is easy enough to hide behind.
Yeah, and we shall hide. I'm guessing I have to make a stealth.
Yeah. Let's just make a stealth. Everyone make a stealth check.
This never goes well.
Ooh.
Wait, what?
Average.
All right.
That's a nice.
You quickly duck behind cover. In fact, I'll roll for... Yeah, he's fine. Duck behind cover. This could be good. This could be very good. If we ambush them here, then there's less in the camp, and we can take the machines and use them. What say you?
Can we see what he's referring to now?
It is at this point now you can hear the distant rumble of engines.
Still haven't committed to anything, and stealing is wrong.
But you see, if they don't come back, there might be a problem.
That's why we rush in at the opportunity. Don't give them time enough.
How many?
That would be murder,
people-
would it not?
They're an hour's out from the encampment. I don't imagine they would have probably be planning to return within the hour. So if we take care of them here, then we rush in. We'll be there by the hour. We'll be there even sooner because we have a nice big vehicle. I can hear that. It sounds big.
How many people are at this encampment?
A few.
If we're going to do something like this,
Give
we
me
need-
a
we
range.
need a
You?
24 maybe. Hobgoblins, mind you, and of course bitter breath.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm. I may have an
If they
answer.
have, if they have enough people to send out a patrol in a war, in a vehicle like that, how many people do they have back?
Well, I don't know. Can you? He kind of
About
like
24.
pokes his head around the wall.
Militarily
one.
speaking,
I've lost them. Shit. I've lost sight of them.
that's a good thing. Militarily speaking, they would have more than 24 if they're sending out patrols.
Sounds conservative, if anything.
And you sound unsure as well.
No, I'm very sure. Listen, we're not sticking around. The idea isn't to kill all of them, it's to just get in and out.
Sorry, what was the idea?
Not to kill all of them. Just run in, grab what we need, and go! Quick as a flash. They won't even know we hit them.
Grab what we need. You mean the giant infernal machine?
Exactly.
Under their
And when we're riding their machine away, how could they chase us?
But that would be stealing.
With their other machines?
Well, if we steal all of them.
I
You
mean,
can all
his
drive, can't you?
His logic is impeccable. I mean, obviously, it seems as if this heist or whatever is something that he really wants to do. Although all of us are here, I'm just saying in general, we have no way to transport all of us at once, and our makeshift sled is not the best solution, at least at the moment. I mean, at best we
You
can
could
ask...
get rid of that. You don't need that anymore. You'll just take one of theirs. Look. If we pull off this ambush now, we'll have some extra machines to help in the getaway.
Yes, thank you for your input, but I wasn't talking to you. So the rest of you, what should we do?
Entirely rude.
Not rude. The problem is that getting into this, we don't want to have people after our heads after something like this. I'm just trying to confer with the group. Although we have agreed to help you somewhat, it's still something that's in the air. Obviously, 24 people is a lot of people.
I understand. Take your time.
Of course. Can you just stand over there? At least, like, over there, please. Just for a second.
He takes a couple steps back.
More steps than that.
You, as he just steps,
Don't send him out into the open.
Facing you, he steps backwards, and Burlock, you hear, shit. As he appears to have walked backwards into Kashara.
Good enough. So?
I want to expose myself.
Just stay there then. We'll just try to talk quietly. Actually, you can listen in.
Would you like me to plug my ears?
Oh, perfect. Exactly. That'd be perfect.
If you could remove them.
No, I was being sarcastic. But no,
I
discretion,
wasn't.
of course.
Of course. It seems like you have a problem with this. Pointing straight at Warwick.
He's telling us to murder people and to steal their stuff. Who is this person?
Technically, he said we shouldn't murder them.
But even still, theft is wrong. Like, we don't know the background, and I don't believe that he is entirely trustworthy. We are getting ourselves into someone else's fight.
He is incredibly keen.
Overly keen. With an overabundance of misinformation.
Okay, so we want more information.
Which he won't provide. And if we attack this, whatever this is out here, this patrol, we are committed right now.
I don't think we should attack.
And I understand where Warwick's coming from. We have done our best to not start fights since we got here. Things that have specifically threatened us, we've gone after, or things that are specifically imperative to our mission in getting the blood, but
we reacted to when we were attacked by Bertha's owner. We reacted to that. We defended ourselves. We won. This is not reaction. This is attacking. Attacking without any knowledge. I doubt we're going to get close enough to actually have a decent knowledge of what's in there. He's not telling us a lot of information.
To be fair, I don't think he knows. I don't get the impression that he's been specifically dishonest.
Maybe we could try and get the other side of this story?
I think it's amazing we found someone that wouldn't murder us on sight already. I don't think we should risk... If he is telling the truth at all, obviously, they seem to be quite aggressive. And they may take our little sled for what it's worth, I believe, and I'm sorry, Warwick, but we have been reacting the entire time we've been down here. Maybe this is a chance for us to be a little bit more, proactive in something, if anything. Convincing ourselves people in Avernus are good people or don't deserve to have their stuff stolen is kind of... I don't know. You're acting like you're a paladin or something.
But isn't it worth giving people a shot to prove they can be good?
Like Kashara.
Yeah.
Exactly. If we had just gone and attacked Kashara, she would never have had a chance. And she's turned out to be wonderful.
Okay, let's weigh the situation. We could
Mad Mackie.
ignore this, take out the little bike and sled, and leave. We could go in, follow the elf, Eladrin.
Smiler.
Ladrin.
Smiler, and just go in guns a-blazing. Or go in and try and just steal from them. Or we could go in and try and get both sides of the situation. Maybe try and figure out what's going on.
Saying we're going to be kicking over everyone that's here.
I
Putting the target squarely on us and not on Smiler.
Can you refresh our memory, Lorian? I remember he said that he was with his old crew and his old crew betrayed him for Bitter Breath. Did he explain why his old crew betrayed him?
He did.
Money.
He mentioned it was for money.
Money.
Basically, his story was Bitter Breath stole his money and then used that money to buy his crew from him.
Ah. Okay.
It's entirely up to all of you, honestly. I'm all right with anything. I'm just saying that if we don't take this chance, I feel that, if anything else, this will help us for the greater good and such, right?
I think at the very least we do need to do something about our transportation issue.
Yes.
But I do agree. I'm not sure.
Stealing off a warlord is not going to be good.
If I may interject.
No.
Very well.
If we had someone to vouch for him, maybe. I mean, obviously, just letting there's someone in the desert.
Maybe we could find a way to get it without stealing.
I would wish you all the best of luck with that. It's not that Bitter Breath doesn't want to talk. He can't. Literally, if he tries to speak a single word in any language, all that spews forth is black smoke. Hence his name. He is... And... Yeah, that's not going to work.
Can he not write?
He can write. I don't think he'll want to. Listen, if you're concerned about...
Making enemies?
Making enemies. I was going to say if you're concerned about doing the wrong thing to some potentially redeemable characters, I would put those worries to rest. Bitter Breath is as bad as they get. Torturer, slaver. He would sell his wife for a promotion if he had one. And his lackeys, well, they've chosen poorly. I would also make one further argument in favor of your assistance. Think of how fun it'll be. Come on, don't say the anticipation of an exciting adventure doesn't just fill your hearts with wanderlust.
No
It
offense,
doesn't.
but we're kind of already on our own exciting adventure.
Really? Trudging through the barren wastes. Riveting. Tell me.
Seems
How
pretty
this-
similar to what we're doing right now.
Do your blisters have blisters yet? But this is progress.
Hard work is its own reward.
I don't think our morals can be compromised by mere enjoyment.
I still think that we should at least go and check out what's going on. Maybe if we can at least see the encampment, it might give us a clue to what kind of inhabitants.
I will tell you this much. If we continue our pathway towards the encampment, that patrol will find us and they will attack.
Yes, but then they would have attacked us first, not like
Exactly. Wouldn't you rather get the upper hand? Preemptive strike and all that.
I mean, at this point, it's just semantics, obviously. If we get attacked, it's just self-defense, and then would you be fine with us stealing everything, Warwick? If it's self-defense.
Well, then it's self-defense, and we have ourselves a vehicle, and we don't need to attack a compound to get a vehicle.
That's true.
I am failing to see the logic here.
I thought that logic was pure and simple.
No, hear me out. If I was to tell you that in the next couple of hours an assassin would come up to you and slit your throat, you'd just say, oh, well, I can't do anything about it. I don't want to be aggressive. I'm just going to wait and be reactionary. Well, then by then your throat is already slit.
Yes, but in this case,
there
is no assassin coming.
But how do you prepare for
an
sleep? We're not just sitting down waiting for our throats to be slit. we're prepared at the first sign of someone attacking us. Then we can react.
Yeah, we've still got defenses.
And
Ava can punch.
Yeah, I can punch.
as we've
I'm the
said,
defenses.
we can't fully trust you. We can't know for sure that they will attack us. Even if you fully believe that, you may be wrong. It happens.
Very well.
You know, if they see us with you, they probably definitely will attack us.
I mean, they certainly will attack quicker. I'm sure. And think about it. Think about it. They're probably going to be going for me. You'll be you'll be less of an easy pickings.
Fantastic. So you don't mind just stepping out into the open right now?
Fuck no.
That's what I thought.
Hey, there's a hiding spot over there. Do you think you could, like...
Self-sacrifice is important to get your deeds done.
Where does this one get off? Honestly.
This is news to us as well. It's just started doing this.
Like, you're
I find it
in
incredible.
you're in the first layer of Beato, man. This is not the place to be high and mighty. You are going to get your heads kicked in. You're going to get curb stomped out here with that attitude. Let me tell you. Just my advice. Let loose.
Advice or
Let loose.
threat?
Just take things as they come. You know, roll with the punches.
We've got
Have
that.
we
That's
heard
for
that
Ava's
one
fault.
yet?
If you just put up a barricade, if you just say no, then what's going to happen is some pit fiend's going to come and smash right through. Whereas if you just flow with the comings and goings of Avernus like I do, then you'll be more receptive to
And morally
the
corrupt.
conversation you perhaps so willingly pursue. I'll tell you what, if you want to barter with anyone down here, you should not bring this guy along, because my goodness, he will be the first one to be stabbed and you will all be the second.
And if we were as amenable to other persons down here as you wish us to be to you, then perhaps we would have met them first and been against you. We
Listen,
must be discretionary.
You asked for our roles? Mine's public relations.
Really?
listen,
Really?
we're
You're
just...
public relations.
All we're saying is it's kind of going to do more harm for us than good if we make enemies.
That being fair, we are making pretty big enemies, and anyone
Yeah, but
around us is
if
probably gonna get
if we make any
killed.
more, it's just going to make things worse.
You'll have more
Yeah.
enemies, but you'll also have a war machine.
It's true, but
And who's to say if we don't keep on traveling for another day, another war machine doesn't attack us and we take that one?
Well, then you won't have a war machine to defend yourselves with.
Or there's the scout right here, somewhere around us. As I said, if we take that, then we don't need to attack the compound.
That's true.
Speaking of which, can I roll a perception check? Because how long has it been since we were debating this?
You're
Yeah.
just sitting there
Just
talking. Hey,
Yeah, by all means, go for it.
Thank you.
hmm.
18.
18. You kind of like poke your head around the corner, and you do hear louder than before. You do see a plume of dust being kicked up a little ways away.
Okay, thank you.
How about this? Smiler, right?
Mm-hmm.
How about we make a deal?
Very well.
Sure. Kind of look over towards Burlock. Can I borrow your assistance of your little friend, if possible?
Yep. Kashara? Hopefully.
What can I do?
Can you facilitate this? There are rules, something like this, right?
You want to sign a contract?
If possible, something
Like
to
a
mediate
contract?
this.
Contract?
If we can
Okay.
mediate this, it'll be much easier.
You don't need me to mediate, but if you really want to do a proper contract, you need to invoke Pact Primeval. That's the key thing.
Pact Primeval.
What's this? Before you do anything,
Ben told us about that.
What are you doing, Ashe?
If we don't trust him, why not just invoke the Pact Primeval? If we don't trust him.
If it'll get you to stop being such stick in the muds and actually do something fun, then by all means.
Ashe, he hasn't. The problem with that is there are ways to get around contracts. There are loopholes. You can be perfectly honest and still not say everything.
The way to get around a contract, you can't get around a contract. You have to destroy both copies of a contract. You do know that, right?
No, I mean, we could write that you say nothing but the truth, and you do tell us the truth, but not the full truth.
Well, then
not every little detail.
Well, then how fastidious do you want to be? Get a lawyer.
That's what I'm saying is we could write a contract and still be screwed in the end, Ashe.
My only problem is that currently we are at an impasse and we're in hostile territory. And while I have agreed to try and not be such a stick in the mud, honestly, the way it's working out is that we are not making anything happen right now. If we have a thing to ride, it'd be fine. I know that you're against stealing, but you have to understand everything here. And this is not, and holding up my finger, this is not previous me talking. I'm just saying that for the best interest. Either we decide right now if we're going to do this or not. If not, we wash our hands clean, we say goodbye to this person, and we go to Mordenkainen and do something. Or we invoke Pact Primeval to get us to have him help us, and we achieve this goal, and we continue forward. It's either one or the other. I do not want to waste any more time here.
Well, what then does everyone want?
At the very least, we probably shouldn't leave him out here by himself.
That's fine. We'll take him to the Emporium. That's fine. There he can find help, do other things, whatever. But right now, as it stands, they are getting closer.
Are they? Oh, the gods. So they are.
Right, what does everyone want then? Let's go around.
I vote that we take one of their Infernal War machines. I believe this person, we can trust him somewhat. But if anything, we'll get an entire new machine out of it. And our progress for this mission will be much, much faster.
And afterward, do you want to go to the encampment?
No, of course not. I would just want to take a war machine for us to progress faster. I don't want to kill unnecessarily.
That was not what you agreed.
We never
we didn't agree on we didn't agree on anything. We've said from the start we can back out at any time.
Fair enough. But then my question is, if you're not going to help me get what I want, why do you suppose I would let you take the war machine?
Are we now adversaries?
No. I'm just laying down some expectations.
You said yourself that they'll be weaker.
If you're going to... I can't take on an encampment by myself. I'm just one man.
You wouldn't be taking on by yourself.
And we're just
It'd be
5.
wicked.
5 is 5 times better than 1. 6 is 6 times better even. Listen.
But not nearly 24.
If it is.
Honestly, we'll take the encampment. Who cares? I vote that we do what we set out to do. I vote that we take a war machine. If it costs this to do this, then we do it. That's my vote. How about you?
How about...
Warwick?
I'm against it.
I still think we need to get the full story. I still think that we need to at least talk at least figure out what's going on in that encampment before we agree to anything.
Okay.
I feel like we're missing something.
Maybe you could ask one of the hobgoblins for information once we've captured one of them. Would that suffice?
I can roll with that.
Sure. Keep one, maybe two alive, and press them for information. You can get the other side of the story then. But if you decide not to help me with the encampment, I will be taking their war machine. Full disclosure. The promise of your upgrades to your vehicular capabilities was on the premise of you assisting me get what I want.
How about this? If we go attack this scouting group, and we decide to part ways, you get the big war machine, we get your bike.
Fine. Fine, yes, I suppose I can deal with that.
What do you guys think?
Bike's a bike.
It's up to all of you. I've already said my piece.
At the very least, we'd be getting an upgrade.
Let's at least see what these this scouting party does, and if we have problems with the scouting party, then we know we're not geared enough to take the whole camp.
All right.
Where is this scouting party anyway?
Make a perception check. You now start to hear just in the distance. All of you, you can hear now the rumbling of an engine.
Oh, nice. Finally, I get a good perception.
Ava, you kind of like climb on top of the rock and keep yourself low to stay hidden, and you kind of like look out, and you see 20. So Burlock and Ava, you both see. You look out and you see a larger vehicle. One of the scavengers you saw back, similar to the ones back at Mad Maggie, with the wrecking ball on, not the wrecking ball, but the harpoons on the back. Hold on, which is specifically is this? Yeah, is the one with the grappling hook. That's right. So remember the first vehicles you drove in when you grappled the Headsroos to harvest some of their body parts for equipment. It's that same vehicle with the grappling hook on the back and the harpoons. And you see a decent number. You count about 7 or 8 individuals hanging off the side and kind of like in and around the vehicle. And you also see one more on a separate bike, along driving a little bit behind them.
Oh, it's an extra bike.
What capabilities did your crew have? And do you expect them to have?
They're fairly brutish. The vast majority of them can swing a sword, although not a lot more. Though they do have a little bit of war magic, just a cantrip to imbue their weapon with thunderous energy. There was the more higher ups. Their strength is in tactical advantage. They're hobgoblins. They're warriors at heart, and they can survey and assess a battlefield with great ease. So be wary of that. There was additionally a spellcaster amongst them, but I'd imagine he'd be back at camp.
What kind of caster?
A wizard.
How's their driving?
What could they do?
They're mainly evocation. They just like to blow things up. I mean, they're a war mage.
How's their driving?
How's that driving?
It's a little chaotic. There's quite a lot of them crowded on this, like, they just about fit on, but it's kind of just like a little bit unsteady, but, you know, nothing too serious. while we have the time to discuss, may I make a suggestion? Because clearly we've spent so long wondering if, we don't even know what. So I'm going to put something forward. I can cast a spell called Hallucinatory Terrain, which could potentially throw them off their vehicle entirely.
You could either throw them off their vehicle or at least get them to stop.
So you're talking about making this terrain flat and having them come at us?
No, I'm thinking of
running into this ruins might be interesting.
Making it into like rocky terrain. If they, so if they fall for it and swerve out the way, then that could potentially cause problems for them.
Or they could actually end up running into what we're hiding behind, these ruins. Just making
I'm not
this
going to do
normal.
it. I'm not going to do it here. I'm going to do it on their pathway.
I look around. Is there anything we could use so that we could get them to drive off and kind of maybe flip or something?
There is a pool of demon. In fact, let me show you a map.
But that might actually
so you can have a look for yourself. It's a simple one. There are a couple of walls and outcroppings, a couple of pools of demon ichor, and but other than that, it's pretty barren.
Is this the demon ichor?
Yeah, the pools of
browns?
black bubbling liquid.
Okay. I don't know why, but I always saw it as green.
Yeah, same actually.
Oh, it was just a gross purple.
Actually, no, right. I have a better idea. You see that? You see this whole rocky terrain here, right in front of us. I will use hallucinatory terrain to make it look smooth, so they just drive over it. Yes.
And then crash. Then all we have to do is deal with the rider.
Precisely. What say you? Have you any better ideas?
Does anyone feel like jumping from a bike to a war machine? Because I know I could do it. I just want to know if anyone's going to.
We're trying to crash the war machine.
Yeah, but
then we have. Then all we have to do is deal with the outrider. That's the
I assume we're not trying to kill them all, right? We're just trying to, injure, maim, and keep alive, correct?
Incapacitate.
Yeah.
And don't let any escape back to camp. That's also very important.
So we need to deal with the bike first, I think.
The bike will be the hard thing to deal with if we can get it.
All right.
Is there a way that you could make the hallucinatory terrain, maybe make it look like there's like a hole or something so the bike would stop suddenly?
I could do, certainly. I can make it look like anything I want. Usually I use it to make it look like home, the Feywild.
If there's a way that we could get the bike to stop, then we can get rid of the rider. Because that's probably our biggest issue, because if anything's going to get away, it's going to be that bike.
Yeah.
Good plan. I'd say if I just smooth out the terrain, the bike has an equal chance of crashing. That's probably the best bet. And then just take out that rider first.
We have to deal with the... Okay. I would have preferred the other one. I would have preferred the other, but both are good plans.
All right. Is there enough time for us to scatter around, or are we just going to stay behind this rock?
Unhook the sled.
If you could, but you need to move now.
Let's unhook the sled. I can drive the bike with either Ashe or Reservoir on the back, and we'll go after the other bike. You guys take care of the rest.
I think I would be better suited staying near the rocky area for making a trap here.
Reservoir, does that sound like a plan?
I suppose I could. I honestly, I don't think it would be good for me to get too close. I'm not great at defending against a bunch of swords coming my direction.
I'm more worried about, because the bike, there's only one person on it, isn't there? As far as we can see. Marco? Could we tell if there was one person on the bike or two?
With that perception check, it was only one, yeah.
I'm more worried about, like,
when we're going up towards the bike, maybe you could use your stuff to like attack it from a distance.
I don't have very many attacking spells. Like I say, I
was
have
talking to
illusion and enchantment.
She was talking to me.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Theoretically, I could. I'm sorry, that was just really.
And then
he does, but he gets the impression he's not used to not being talked to.
It was funny for several reasons, because Reservoir was like specifically not mentioning like I can cast magic, and Ava's just like, oh right, you do that. And layer upon layer.
Did
of
I?
Humor. You didn't.
I didn't say spells. I said range things.
Yeah. And it's funny.
Which direction are they coming from?
Oh yeah.
They are
North.
sort of. They're coming from on the map. They're coming from
Diagonal. Left
Sort of from-
side.
Okay.
Okay, then I want to position myself over here, and I want to place my Eldritch Cannon right here.
Right.
Okay.
I can do that. Ava.
I would say position yourselves. You may all now position yourselves where you'd want to be, where this ambush is going to start.
Maybe we should go here, and then we could drive off, or we could go here, like behind this rock here.
I'm just sending out my Eldritch Cannon.
If they're coming from this way, I'm hesitant to go further that way.
Well, they're coming from this way.
Oh, are they coming from the northwest?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So if we wanted someone to do an ambush, I think putting them behind this rock here would be a good place, because if they miss that rock, then we've got them surrounded, basically.
And we're trying to target the hallucinatory terrain on the bike.
Well, I think if we're going to go from the bike, we should go up here.
I will say,
we could just head out.
This takes a little while to cast. So I'm going to have to start now. So just get yourselves in position.
Okay.
Right.
And he starts to cast.
Reservoir, I think we should go over here.
Yep.
And then just get ready on the bike.
I trust wherever you're gonna.
I am going to conjure an Eldritch Cannon. It is going to be a Force Ballista.
Okay. You all get in position. And you wait. And then suddenly...
Where's Lulu going?
Lulu's going
to... you.
Yeah, Lulu is going to stick with you, Ava. And
and Kashara is still behind...
Yeah, she's going to go invisible again.
Yep.
Stick with the...
So, a couple minutes pass. And suddenly, the ground before you shimmers. And it's barely perceptible change, but the rough and heavy boulder-like patch of ground in the center is now smooth, flat earth. Of this entire area is now just completely smooth.
Wait, can they see? Are we visible then?
No, you're behind. The wall is high enough that you can hide behind it.
Okay.
Wait. And you wait, and you start to hear. As coming up, you now see the vehicles crest a hill and get closer and closer. And we are going to see how they do.
There's a little bit of a tense beat in the audio.
Mm.
The vehicles drive, and you all watch as driving up, the bike suddenly screeches to a halt. Wait! You hear the hobgoblin cry out, but it's too late. The scavenger plows into the illusion at full speed, and the wheels just buckles. The expected smooth ground is just absolutely wrecks the wheels on this thing. And okay, it's going to take a bunch of damage. 12, 15, 22, 23 points of damage. And that is going to cause a mishap. So let's just reveal what has happened. As the vehicle plows in to the hallucinatory terrain.
Oh, I thought they were
and
coming from the corner.
We're going to see what mishap happens. Let me find the mishaps.
All the mishaps.
What happens is you see the wheels buckle and shake, and you see an invisible piece of rock just dent the axle completely, and you see like the hobgoblin steering it twist the wheel, but to no avail. The steering appears to be completely locked, and it is heading straight for the wall that Reservoir and Ava are hiding behind. Let's roll some initiative.
Okay.
They went from a different direction than I thought they were coming from.
That's why I was trying to confirm. I thought they were coming from the straight
Yeah,
west.
I thought they were coming from this way.
I said
Your
I said
other left.
Said left.
I said left.
Other left.
Yep, you did.
Bean is okay.
There was some miscommunication somewhere. Oh boy.
Just don't get us killed, please.
It's okay, I'm probably going first, so.
Yeah. I got a plan. Okay.
What were we saying earlier? No plan survives one roll of the enemy.
I think that's what we said.
We had a plan.
Yeah. My plan was just to say, here you go, here's him, bye. Found him. Can we get a vehicle for
I'm
this?
just trying to figure out which way would be quicker.
Apologies, the map is really big.
It is, yes.
If you can
Probably
just
going
get me
This way.
within 90 feet.
90 feet. Oh, easy. 90 feet that way.
Kind of wish we were killing all of them.
90 feet that way.
It's so much easier.
How far can the bike go?
Just cast 2 fireballs and we're done. That's it. It's over.
No.
But no. Kill them all. You have to incapacitate.
Since
Oh,
when
fuck's
does
sake.
Ashe do what Warwick wants?
I mean,
Also consider the fireballs would, and I thought about this before this guy cast hallucinatory terrain. This war machine is gonna be ass.
That's why when I mentioned running me into the brick wall.
Hey, we're not
Yeah.
the ones getting the war machine. We're getting the bike.
it's fine.
Which is why I didn't mind it running into the brick wall.
Ashe was... what was your initiative, Ashe? 15, there we go.
15. Very low.
Okay, yeah. I keep forgetting that if I don't delete the old initiative, it keeps both. Which is very frustrating.
Yep. Makes sense.
So it was not that 20, there we go.
Man, I thought 15 was okay, but damn, these guys rolled it all high.
Holy hell, you're rolling good today. That ain't
So
good for
that's-
us.
1, 2, 3,
Nine.
That
4.
close.
Did I roll for all of them? 2, 3, 4. I need to roll for these 3 as well.
4, 5, 6.
Wait. Oh no, that's
Okay.
too far.
Alright, going up first. Ava, you have the immediate chance to react as you see this vehicle smash into the rocks. The bike, however, stopped just before hitting and is kind of now looking around.
Oh, wait. 30 feet, and then I can jump 60 feet? Can I would like to do the maneuver. How... Hang on, this is 25. How, tall do these rocks go?
At the moment, you can't see them because it is under hallucinatory terrain.
Like, before would I have gotten a rough idea, like...
Yeah, so... Yeah, so, intelligence check with advantage.
Because I just want to know if I can jump them with the bike, because it does have a jump feature.
I would say... Okay. Yeah, just intelligence check to gather... remember where they were.
That's saving throw, hang on. Check.
20. Yep, yeah, you would definitely know. So yeah, you would be aware that this patch of different ground is where the rocky area is, and you would have to move half speed through that to not take damage from your vehicle.
But could I jump it?
You could certainly try.
Because I was just looking at the Devil Ride has the ability, but it says it can clear a distance of 60 feet when jumping over a chasm, ravine, or other gap. I don't know if this would count.
Yeah, this would not count because there's no ramp to kind of like leap off of. There's no, you're literally just, you can't like pull the bike up into a jump.
Yeah,
so
yeah. Okay, that makes
straight through it.
That makes sense. That's fine.
Also, clarification. The rules in terms of bonus action dash with the vehicle, you can actually bonus action dash with the vehicle, but you can't then, you have to use something else for your action.
Yeah,
so the idea is that you can move with the bonus action to keep your action.
Yeah, you can't double dash.
Turn, but you can't double dash.
Yeah. Well...
That's where I was getting confused earlier.
Yeah. I'm guessing I'm going to have to use an action to turn the vehicle at this point?
Yeah, so it is still an action to get it up from stationary.
Oh, really?
Because when you're driving it, it's already going. You can just steer it for a bonus action. But to actually rev it up, turn it on, and build up the speed is going to take an action.
Oh, wouldn't we have already had it on though?
It's not just like turning it on; it's getting it going because you need to balance yourself, and you need to make sure you need to.
You can have your keys in the ignition, but you actually have to push on the pedal.
Yeah. Exactly. Okay, so it's an action to get going, and then the movement is.
Then you can action or bonus action to steer it from then.
Okay. Well,
at least that's how I'm going to rule it.
Okay. So that's. I want to try and be able to get within. Oh, I can't go too close.
We've got to roll for Smiler.
Because that's 80 feet, right? And then... So then I have another 40 feet. That'd be the closest I could get, and then I could... Oh, he's just...
Come on.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to hurry you up a little bit.
I know. I'm just it's just that little bit too far away.
I'm also looking for 90 feet away from the big group.
You can. I will say you can drive half speed through the rough terrain to not get any of its adverse effects.
But then I can only go 60 feet, which isn't. Okay. Well, I think that's what I'll do. So I'll drive I think it was like here, and then.
If only we had stayed there.
I know. I misread things. Okay. So,
All good.
So to about here. Yeah.
Yep.
It was my bad.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Closer.
We're unfortunately just a little bit too far away from him. Oh, maybe. Does that count? 90 feet? That's pretty good. There you go. Exactly 90 feet. And then, do you want to move? Can you move Lulu as well?
Oh,
Maybe.
Yeah, sure.
There we go. Okay, and that'd take my entire turn, wouldn't it?
Okay. Sure. Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
As you kind of race around the corner, one of the hobgoblins, you hear him cry out something in a language you don't understand. Warwick! And he pulls out a longbow and aims towards you, aiming for the driver.
That?
Aiming for me.
It was Goblin.
No. Damn.
I don't think I speak Goblin.
So a 21 to hit.
Ooh.
The
Ooh.
longbow. You take.
Can I use my reaction to deflect the missile?
You certainly can. Yeah. So the damage is 9, which I'm assuming you're easily gonna match.
I'm gonna be honest. I haven't done this before. So you
I
actually
think
had to
it's
catch-
like it's something
hang on.
plus your level, so I don't think you
Hang
can.
Can
D10
you
plus
do
Dex
so?
plus monk level. Yeah, you don't even need to roll. You immediately seeing this long arrow come towards you, just snatch it out of the air.
I mean, how far away is he? Because
He is.
he's like 70 feet away. I think he's too far.
He
away
is
for me to-
75 feet away.
Yeah,
from
he's
you.
too far away for me to like realistically attempt to throw it back at him. So
Okay.
I'm not gonna bother. Yeah.
You could throw it at someone else.
Or use it as
You don't have to
javelin.
throw it back at him necessarily.
Driver?
Oh, they're all too far away.
Yeah,
Never
they're
mind.
all way too far away. I'd have to do it at disadvantage. So
Then do it.
You just hear Reservoir.
No,
Reservoir go,
it's
"Shit,"
max range
as you
is-
catch
max-
this arrow.
Max
No,
range is
'cause max-
60, so
yeah, no,
Yeah.
max range isn't. Oh no, that's you.
Max.
Physically can't.
Okay.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
that's fine. That's fine. I just grab it and like throw it on the ground as we're driving past.
You see this guy, he kind of like, "Urtosh!" and then you just see him go like this, do this kind of expression as you just swerve around the corner, grabbing the arrow out of the air. Warwick,
It was like
it's
going
your
straight
turn.
for my head.
Let's see. Can I jump over the wall?
Yep. Make a athletics check.
Okay, let's try this.
You're like right at the end of the wall. It would not be any issue for you to just walk around it.
Is that enough to scramble over?
It's a high wall because it's to because you were able to hide the large sort of, the bikes aren't like motorcycle
Yeah.
size, they're like big, so to hide them behind it, it's a sizable wall. You try and scramble up it, but it's in your heavy armor, you can't quite get over it, and then you notice that the corner is literally right there.
Well,
You're,
the
like,
problem
right
is
at
that
the-
it's movement. It's like reach. That was all it was.
Oh,
I can still make it, but I just only because I've got a reach weapon.
okay.
So I move in, I charge in, and that last
Dash to
half
get
of
that?
it. No, that last half is going to be a misty step.
Ah, of course.
Because otherwise I wouldn't have been able to do it in an attack. And here we go for the attacks then. Does a 21 hit?
21 will, yes, that will hit.
Okay. A 10 and 25.
Alright. Okay.
And just for a little added, let's do a smite on that too.
10 as 16.
Non-undead or fiend, no crit. For an extra 9
An
radiant.
extra 9 points of damage. With that, you charge up to him and you slice him and you slice into him. And with that, this guy's already looking bloodied. He coughs over and doubles up. This hobgoblin, who is the driver, is going to bring the scavenger screeching to a halt before it careers into the wall. It does go a little bit further, but does not take any more damage. It'll end there. And he's then going to use his movement to jump down and move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. This captain, the one you just hit, Warwick, he's going to raise up his longsword and he's going to call out an echoing battle cry. He's going to call this command, Rutosh Haraisa! And you hear the woo, 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 woo from the other hobgoblins as they all power up. And that's going to take his action. And then he just looks at you and grins. That's going to be his turn. It is now this hobgoblin's turn. He's going to jump down. And he's going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's going to pull out a longbow and he's going to shoot at you, Warwick.
Yeah.
Well, let me just double check that ability. Yep. As this hobgoblin like pulls out his longbow and aims towards you, you hear the captain bark a command. A 20 to hit you.
Yep.
And you see at the last minute, the hobgoblin hears and readjusts his aim and fires, hitting you in a soft exposed bit under your armor. You take 8 points of piercing damage. This hobgoblin is then going to, from standing atop of the now stationary vehicle, he's going to aim the harpoon towards Reservoir, because they're not dumb. Actually, would he know that? It's been a bit quick. It's been a bit quick. I'll have them make an intelligence check to ascertain if they can recognize you. I know,
You're
but
blue in hell. I think that's.
but you're
aim at you
wearing
and-
robes and you have a tome strapped to your side and you're wielding a staff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fair.
So
Oh.
you know.
He wanted to look like a mage.
Hobgoblins are tactics people. They know what to do. I'm playing them intelligently. So he's going to aim the harpoon for you.
Now, is her dodge going to be the vehicle's dodge? or her
Scavenger,
dodge?
harpoon. That is going to be a 9 plus
Only was shot at
11. So, an 11 I assume misses.
It does.
So, he
Which
kind
is
of like
surprising because
Yeah.
I am a squishy mate.
he swings round and lets loose the harpoon, and you kind of like it sails over your head as you duck behind Ava's back as it clatters to the rocks beside you. Burlock, it is your go.
Well, I am going to use. Okay. So I can just get there if I bonus. Is it bonus action dash? Or is it action dash? I can never remember.
It's action dash unless you have something.
You
Let's
have a
try.
thing, don't you? You have a thing.
I have feral instinct that if I rage on my bonus action, I can move half my speed extra. I
That's
just
right,
don't know
yep.
if that's
That's-
enough to get there.
Yeah.
Because sorry, I've been trying to work this out. Oh,
Should be about 40-ish, I think, if we're rounding up.
if it's rounding up, I've got enough. If we're rounding down, I don't. So
Oh no, yeah, it is. That's right.
So
55.
it's 55 feet. That's 35. And half of 35 is 17. So do you want to round up or down for that?
You round up.
Okay, so that means I would have enough then. Because it's 17.5, so we're running up to 20 or down to 15 for motion for motion for here. So go to there. Then I've got 55 feet, 35, 45. Oh, off by 5 feet. All right, that'll be enough. So I can get to about there if I rage.
Yep.
Oh. If I rage and run, do I still need to attack to keep the rage up for the next turn, or?
Well, if your turn starts, if your next turn starts, and you haven't attacked or taken damage, you will lose the rage.
Okay, that's fine.
Of note, though, because of the way the machines work, he technically is like there, so you can attack him.
No, if that's, I was assuming that at that point because he would have gotten off, but no, if he's on the vehicle, then I can.
He's still on the vehicle, so you can attack him.
Then I shall attack him with my big giant sword of hitting things, and I'll do that once. For 22 for 8.
22 will hit.
Okay, is he still up or is he?
Oh yeah, he's still up.
All right, then I'll hit him again.
19 will miss.
Ooh.
This guy is wearing full plate armor, and on top of the bike, he positions himself in such a way where the armor of the bike and his plate armor provides protection against the blow of your sword. King bounces off. Hey.
Okay, and
It is
that's my
now
turn.
Myla's go. He is going to rev up his bike and for an action is going to drive it 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40,
Is
45,
he
50,
now?
55, 60, 65,
Oh no, him. Okay, I thought it was the bad
up
guy.
to there. That's his action to get going. And what else? Can you do anything else? No, he's just setting up for something the next turn. He can't actually, because it took his action. Actually, no. What he'd do, he wouldn't do that. If he'd just move on his feet rather than waste an action. So he goes 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then... Yep. And then he's going to teleport. As you see him kind of click his fingers. And in a way not dissimilar to Warwick, you see him vanish and appear closer.
We just quickly glance at him next to us and then he's gone.
Yeah, exactly. He kind of runs up behind you, just gives you a grin, and then disappears almost in the middle of a step, and then appears 30 feet in front of you. He screeches to a halt, and then he throws out his hand and casts a spell. He is going to cast. He's going to cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter, targeting the commander on the machine.
Nice.
So that is a wisdom saving throw, I believe. I've got to keep closing the character sheets. It's going to be a wisdom saving throw, DC... Yeah, okay. Wisdom. Just passes. He kind of pulls out a bit of dust, flings it in the air, and he utters this incantation. And you see the hobgoblin kind of shake through it. It's like, darn, difficult way it is then. And he pulls out his two swords. Ashe, it's your turn.
Okay, I'm going to activate my Eldritch Cannon. I'm going to do a Force Ballista attack on the Is this red one also a commander as well? Do they look to be the same level,
the
or-
red ones. The red ones have smarter armor and nicer weaponry. They look to be commanders.
Okay. I'm still probably gonna focus on this one over here. So I'm gonna do a Force Ballista on him as a bonus action.
Okay.
Let's do it. 14's a miss.
14 will miss. Yeah.
Okay, it's gonna activate. Then I'm gonna make it get up on its legs. It's gonna move a little bit to the right, just over here.
Both those hobgoblins are going to use a reaction to attack it.
That's perfectly fine. It's an AC of 18.
Right. They kind of like not paying attention. They suddenly see this weird bit of junk metal that they hadn't paid attention to, and they swing their swords towards it, having seen it fire at their captain. Yeah, nothing says they can't do this, so they're going to booming blade it.
Oh, that's not
Natural one. It's gonna miss. Severity, not severe, and second attack, natural 2.
Oh yeah.
So both of them, they're completely taken off guard. They kind of run past, looking, eyes focused on Warwick and now Burlock, and suddenly they just say, "Pew!" They go, "Whoa!" And
It's a little rough with legs walking around. Yeah.
Yeah, it's almost comedic how like the two swords just strike the same patch of dirt where the thing once stood like a couple seconds ago, and they.
My headcanon is they both try to attack each other and they hit each other's swords.
Look, they came close. If I'd rolled severe, that's what would have happened.
It's true. All right, and then as my action, I'm gonna detonate it. So I'm going to do.
Okay. Okay.
So within 20 feet, everything takes 3d8.
All right, dex save.
17. This is spell save.
Okay. So, good to know. Where is that? They don't have any save.
No, it's 3d8. No, impossible.
That's terrible. I'm sorry. So we'll see. This number 1, pass. Number 2, pass. Number 3, fail. Captain, natural 1. So pass, fail, fail.
War Machine.
Fail. Natural 1. Natural 4. And the War Machine, I don't believe it's going to take any damage because that's below its damage threshold. Yep.
Okay, sounds good.
So these top 2 take 4 points of damage.
Perfect. Exactly what we
And
needed.
everyone else takes the full 8. So what happens? They kind of like swing around and just shrapnel and force damage blast them in their face.
Yeah, then I'm gonna back up behind the wall again. And then it's gone. Alright, that's the end of my turn. Oh,
And
so
as
close.
I meticulously go through all of these, minusing 8 from everyone. There we go. Also, that is not the right amount of AC that they have.
So
Why are
Johnny
they so-
5 is not alive. Johnny 5 is dead.
Armor class 12 brackets plate. Yeah, no. It's meant to be 18.
Sure, I like the first one.
There we go. Okay. It is Kashara's turn. She's been left behind a little bit.
Oh,
She's still invisible. You're not quite sure where she is. But she is going to dash. And then you hear Lulu kind of trumpet out as Kashara appears riding on her back. Just like, come on. Let's do this. Come on. Reservoir, it's your turn.
All right. I am going to cast Confusion.
Okay.
And so I'm going to cast it right here. So I'll get these 6 in it.
All right.
Each creature in a 10-foot radius sphere centered on a point I choose within range must succeed on a wisdom saving throw when I cast the spell or be affected by it.
These are not so wise.
I was hoping.
But, however, as you're echoing, as you cry out the vocal components of this spell, you hear the warlord shout, "Ruyasat!" And they all immediately put their hands to their ears. They're going to get a D4 on top of this.
Oh, that's evil. I like it.
Not against us.
It's a really cool ability they have, which is essentially, bless. But concentrationless. So the first one is a fail. Second one is a 16, which will pass. Third is a 10, which will fail. The captain... the captain is... no, he's got the same wisdom. That is going to be a 13, fail. That guy, 20, pass. This guy, 17, pass. So the captain and 2 of the hobgoblins are confused. So I will mark that.
Yeah. I tried.
Would that be like drink driving? A war machine?
Well, the driver stopped it and got off.
Okay.
I'll use the that face for confusion. Okay. It is now the captain's go, and he is confused. So, at the start of his turn, roll a d10. A 6. Doesn't move or take actions. Doesn't move or take actions this turn. He kind of still, like, his hands clutched to his ears. It didn't seem to affect as you see him, like, start to, like, his eyes start to spin and twist, and he kind of looks around dazed. Smiler turns back to you and says, "Like your style!" Lulu's turn. She's got to stay put. This hobgoblin is confused. 2. Doesn't move or take actions. That hobgoblin is... Oh, yeah, they can make wisdom saves again.
Yeah.
And you hear once more the captain start to cry out. Fail still. The captain, a 1 and a 1 on the D4. He is not having a good day, but the third does break out of it. Ava, it is your turn.
Okay, is there a way that I?
Oh wait, no,
like...
he didn't even take his turn yet. So I'll do that now. 7. Melee attack against a randomly determined creature. So...
within its reach.
Within its reach, yeah. So, a 10, it's going to attack the captain.
Is that the one that's got, like, big contraptions, though?
But it's within its reach.
It's within its reach, yeah. So, the captain is the one manning the big claw.
Oh.
Which, good thing you confused him. Let's see, he's going to make an attack against the captain with his booming longsword. He's going to do it two-handedly because he is dazed and confused. Natural 2. No, not going to hit.
Aww.
Not an amazing movie, but...
Just swinging, like, you see, like... just swing wildly. But one of the other hobgoblins, like, grabs hold of his wrist and keeps the blow from making contact. This guy's turn. He is confused.
Skipped over Ava's turn.
Oh, shit, I keep doing that. Ava.
Okay. I want to see if I can, like, drive it, right? So go over this way, and then kind of, like, do one of those, like, skid turns and, like, orientate the bike here so that it's kind of, like, blocking the way a little bit.
Okay,
you know?
yeah. That's easy enough to do.
Kind of, like, go around and, like, go here. So technically the bike does do like a 180, so it's like facing more this way, but you know, so I do a bit of a donut.
All right.
I will say, hold on.
I will move everyone with them. Just for fun, Reservoir, make a dexterity saving throw. Just
Do I get any kind of advantage because of the hold on warning?
It's not a high DC.
I gave you a warning. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
you're completely fine.
Wow, that was sitting on 2 for so long.
Yes, it was.
You're just
but
like,
then-
what?
but let's see, Lulu.
Just like Reservoir skids against the ground.
As you skid, you kind of throw the wheel out behind you, and you just say,
And Kashara,
yeah.
Yep.
And Lulu and Kashara on top of her go flying off, but
Oh, no!
thankfully, Lulu just suddenly her wings just go into a frenzy, and she quickly catches herself in the air. Kashara's gonna also. Nope, Kashara is flung off of Lulu and then just goes.
Sorry.
I didn't warn them.
Yeah, but they end up somewhere over there. But once again, they both can fly. So before they make impact, they flap the wings and catch herself. It's like, all right.
So, I guess is that just the movement?
That's just your movement, yeah.
So can I turn the bike
I would
off
say,
or what?
yeah. So bonus action, you can bring it screeching to a halt.
Screeching to a halt, turn the bike off, we're not
Yeah, yeah.
Or maybe not turn it off, but it's stopped. It's not going
yeah.
anywhere.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
So that was my movement, my action.
Movement and bonus action.
And bonus action. So I still have an action left.
Yeah.
Can I action dash so I can run? So I can jump off the bike and run?
Yeah. Definitely.
I just wanna go here.
Remember, we need so he's alive.
I know.
Okay. It is this Hobgoblin's turn. Now it is confused Hobgoblin's turn. He's going to roll a d10. A 2. He does nothing. Warwick, it's your turn. Oh, save at the end.
Yes, yeah.
5. Nope.
my go, and I'll just hit him. Non-lethal with the first strike. $13 points of damage.
13 will hit.
Still up.
For 20 will hit for 13. Yep. That.
So is he still up? I'll do a second one, non-lethal. For
26
14.
definitely hits. He's still standing though.
Butt strike. Again, non-lethal.
Do you get advantage on those? Because I'm on the other side.
19 will just miss. Again, you kind of bash him up once and twice, and then for the last one, he once again ducks behind the cover granted by the bike, and ting! The butt of the halberd strikes metal.
It's a metal strike, metal butt. So, hello. That's it.
Okay. This hobgoblin is going to run up towards you. And he is going to bring out his longsword, two-handed, and bring it swinging down towards you. And once again, the captain from the ship, he kind of like holding on. Here I barks a command, and at the last minute, the hobgoblin changes. Fuck! I hit my mic. Changes the angle of his swipe to when you still rolls us a 10, which I will not hit. Despite that, you quickly bring your halberd to intercept, and the hobgoblin captain is going to use that opportunity to strike. He pulls out a greatsword, and then brings it, using your momentary distraction, brings it down. Can that apply to itself?
Usually commander abilities don't, but I don't know this one.
No, I'm saying it probably doesn't because he can't like give himself a boost. But we'll see. So the first attack is going to be a 20.
Hit.
That's going to be 10 points of slashing damage. The second hit strike is going to be another 20.
Yep.
And this one, using the distraction, the hobgoblin runs up to swipe at you. You turn to parry, and he uses that momentary distraction to strike at your weak point, dealing extra damage. For the second attack is going to deal 11 plus 12, 14, 24 points of damage. As he uses the momentary distraction to his advantage to strike with a more vicious blow.
Ouch.
This hobgoblin is going to run up and go for Ava.
Oh, hey.
And once again, the hobgoblin captain barks out a command, and he changes his angle of attack at the last moment, which is going to be a 19 to hit.
Yeah, that hits me.
Okay. You take... Where's it gone? D10. You take 3 points of slashing damage, plus he's going to use the distraction as well. He's going to use his martial advantage to do an extra 6, so that's a total of 9. And you see, as he strikes down, the sword seems to shimmer and glow with this energy. And as he hits you, you feel this vibration set up around you. This energy kind of suffuses you. And you're not quite sure what's going on.
Well, they mentioned electricity earlier, so I'm guessing it's something along those lines.
Something along, maybe. This hobgoblin is going to fire a ballista at No, he's going to fire it at Reservoir. Because you're concentrating on a spell. Where has the scavenger gone? A harpoon flinger. That's going to be a 18 to hit.
Shield. Wait. No, I would still hit with shield.
Okay. You take 6.
Do you get cover
7
on the bike?
Yeah, do they get cover from the bike?
I'm not.
You're not helming it, so no, you don't.
Yeah.
I tried.
Yeah.
I
take
appreciate it. But...
You take 8 points of piercing damage.
Ooh.
As the harpoon strikes your shoulder and grazes a bit of the skin off. It stings, but it's not the worst. Make a concentration check.
I mean, on your next turn, you could probably jump off the bike and hide behind it.
Yeah,
That's
you're totally fine.
what I'm planning on doing, actually.
Burlock, it is your turn.
Well, seeing what's going on around me, I go into I use Reckless, so I will attack. Sorry, I'm just accidentally closed my character sheet for some reason. So I'll use Reckless on the commander here, non-lethal, with my greatsword. So 27 for 7 non-lethal.
Yeah, that will hit. He's still just
up?
standing. He's still up. He coughs out blood and it pours down and stains his armor, but he looks up at you.
Infernal, I just yell, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, and hits the greatsword again, Reckless. With non-lethal, it is
Go
non-lethal.
to sleep.
Yeah. I'm not one of those GMs who punishes a natural 20, So yeah, you knock him unconscious.
You just like, shh. You choke him
It's
out.
like I pat the head with the sword, like go to sleep, go to sleep,
Yeah.
go to sleep.
You kind
go
of
to
like
sleep.
you slash him and he. Yeah, that's boom.
Yay!
He is out cold.
Okay, yay! And with my movement, I will try to negotiate myself to get to the other side of this one to get flanking without. So I'll run around, and I should have enough movement for that. Because I'm
All
not.
right.
Yep, so that's my turn.
It is Smiler's turn. He looks towards you and says, "Ha! Marvelous! The rest are free pickings!" And he is going to... No, he does not get that back. So he's going to run 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, up to here, brandishing 2 longswords, and he's going to start hacking away at the hobgoblins. All the while, his smile, his cheerful grin, never diminishes. Like, he is just has this... It's almost... You know, before when he was all charms and smiles and, you know, like being friendly, it kind of worked. But now he's grinning, but his eyes have bloodlust in them, and it is unsettling. He's
Such a friendly fellow.
Yeah.
Totally
He's
can
going
trust
to
him.
Swing twice. That is going to be a... That's going to miss. The first one is parried, and he swings again with a... Yeah, that definitely will hit. For 9 points of slashing damage. And that is going to end his turn. Ashe, it's your go.
Okay, so looking around, I'm going to see that, well, there's a large group over there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 spaces, and then I'm going to cast... Seeing that the other thing didn't work before, I'm going to cast... How far is this away? Whoops. For the ruler. Ruler. Ah, yes, of course. Yeah, you know what? I'm just going to cast Fireball.
Oh my.
Okay.
Because at this point, there's so many over there, and I don't know if they're even, like, dying, so... yeah.
The ones
Not
that
a care in the world, huh?
The ones that are confused, are they instant critical since they can't really defend themselves?
Does the spell...
It doesn't
No.
do anything to
No.
reactions or anything
No,
as far
it
as I
doesn't.
can tell.
No, it doesn't.
Oh wait, an affected target can't take reactions.
Yeah, but
That might
this saving
affect-
throw is not a reaction.
It's a
No,
saving
I know,
throw.
but that might affect what the captain can do
True.
if what he's been doing are reactions.
Oh,
Uh,
fair enough.
You're not sure.
You know what? Actually, I'll just do Shatter because I respect the rest of the parties. Not kill, don't kill. I'll just do
No.
Shatter instead.
We've already got one.
It's fine.
Oh.
Shatter.
Shatter.
I want to
Okay.
be everyone's friend, or
You
rather,
sound
I want
so
to listen
disappointed.
to everybody. I am
Constitution
disappointed.
save.
And
Okay.
then-
Do what
If I
your
can-
heart tells you.
So,
Heart says
sequentially,
Single fire.
first one, fail. Second, fail. Third, fail. Captain, pass. Fifth, fail. That one, fail. And the machine. Am I correct in assuming that Shatter spell does double damage to constructs?
If it is a non-magical object that is not worn or carried, let's see. It says that a creature made of inorganic material. It doesn't say specifically a construct or building.
Disadvantage. Okay, so it wouldn't apply here.
Yep.
It'll still attempt. Well, it'll still attempt to save. Yeah,
It
passes.
says a non-magical object that isn't being worn or carried also takes damage.
Yeah, it takes damage, but I don't think it does double damage.
Yeah,
Which is the
but
scary
it the devil's ride does have a con save. So, and it didn't do enough beyond its. It was under its damage threshold anyway, so it didn't do any damage. So
Fair enough.
they are all going to cop 10 points of damage.
Nice.
I'm feeling very... Should have fireball.
Except for the captain.
Do you feel it now, Mr. Krabs?
It's fine. No one wants to die here. They don't want to kill. It's fine. It's fine. I have passed my turn.
Okay. This guy, he is going to attack Smiler. With his booming longsword, a miss. And he, now that the captain is out, he can't bark commands anymore, so he does not get the bonus. Kashara's turn. What's she gonna do? Yeah. She, you hear her cry out, "Hey, fuckface! Your captain's dead and you're still gonna follow!" Vicious mockery.
Thank you.
Wisdom saving throw. Wisdom saving throw. Just passes. Shame. It's not a high DC. She's only an imp. And he kind of just glances at furiously in her direction, but then turns his attention back to Warwick. Reservoir, it is your turn.
But she does the best, and that's very important. Not just with friends.
I'm going to cast Acid Splash on the one on Ava.
Okay.
So that's a dex save. And then with my movement, I'm going to get off the Demon Grinder and take cover behind the Demon Grinder if at all possible.
Okay. You, with that, you will have 3/4 cover.
Thank you.
Hobgoblin Captain. He is confused. 8. What is that?
The creature uses its action to make a melee attack against a randomly determined creature within its reach.
Okay, here we go.
He's got the claw, though. That's a bigger reach.
It's a...
But he's not currently...
Oh, it's melee.
Yeah.
He is helming the claw.
Is he?
Melee.
Yeah.
Did say melee.
It's a melee weapon attack. So it's going to be a d6. On a 1, he's going to attack Smiler with the claw. On any other number, he's going to attack one of his allies with the greatsword.
Cool.
I'm fine for 1 myself.
Well, he rolled a 1, so
it's a good situation.
You know, it wasn't my intent, but also that smiling's starting to get a little bit creepy.
Just by almost by serendipitously, he like confused, he just kind of slams down on the control, and the grappling claw is gonna just swings around in an arc right towards Smiler.
Oh no! Watch out!
Which is that's going to hit. Which
no.
It doesn't do any damage, but it grapples him.
I do feel bad.
I don't.
All right, Lulu's turn. She is going to come and hide with you, Reservoir.
Feel that? Come on, Lulu.
She's not feeling combative.
A perfectly good hiding spot.
This hobgoblin is going to jump down and engage with Smiler. Which is cocked. Yeah, that'll hit. He's going to put all of his strength into this. Oh no, it's advantage, so just in case it's a natural 20, it's not. Booming longsword, d10. 10 points of damage, and he's going to use his martial advantage to add 2d6. 19 points of damage to Smiler. He grimaces in the clutches of this claw. The smile fading somewhat. That hobgoblin is going to spin round the ballista, and he's going to, let's see, Reservoir. I'm going to do D4. 1 is going to aim for Reservoir, 2 Ava, 3 Warwick, 4 Burlock. 4 Burlock.
I was gonna say, do they not want to aim for me anymore?
No, they saw you catch that. Again, hobgoblins are tactics focused. They are intelligent. Harpoon, it's +6. 13.
Misses.
Which I imagine is going to miss. Again, you hear in the background, you hear in your direction, and you just step back just in time as it strike the ground at your feet. Ava, it's your turn.
Okay. I'm going to do my unarmed strike against this guy and try and like knock him out is my goal. Oh, I've still got advantage on. Ignore that. I forgot to take that off.
You do have
so an 11
inspiration.
Won't hit.
I do have an inspiration.
You did have an inspiration. Just use it.
I will let you have used that. If you want to spend it to get that natural 20, I'll allow it.
I'll use the inspiration to get the natural 20 out of that.
Okay. I was just offhand there. Okay, done.
-12. The second strike, however, does not hit as your fist impacts plate mail.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna use a key point and do some flurry of blows. Oh, do I want to do one of my open hand techniques? Strength save. Yeah, I'll do this next one using the open hand technique to try and knock him prone.
And if he does go prone, you would have advantage on the second one.
12 does not hit.
I'm gonna attempt the same thing because I can still do that.
Monks, yo.
17 would just miss.
Oh.
Again, this guy, he's kind of intercepting your attacks and putting his braces where your fists would strike. You just keep punching steel.
I'm gonna remind people I have a +9.
I know, it's insane.
They have high armor class. This guy is confused. Oh, I forgot to roll the captain's save. Captain does not break out of it. This guy, D10. A 1.
The creature uses all its movement to move in a random direction. You roll a d8 and assign a direction to each face. I like the idea of him just diving off of the machine, though.
This could be funny.
I like it if he was a driver.
This is going to be funny. He runs off the vehicle right into the Demonica.
Oh
no!
That's fun.
You see him charge. He just, in his confusion, he just, and then suddenly, face first, splat everywhere.
Oh no!
Reservoir looks horrified because I imagine she can see this perfectly from where she is.
We're gonna roll a wisdom save, see if he breaks out. 2.
And then maybe a mutation.
Let me double check the rules for demon. As in, like, just
We all watch in horror as this guy just runs straight into the demon
In the
icon.
middle of a battle, everyone's going, ah!
Right, well, we'll see if Reservoir ever uses that spell again.
He needs the demon Ico to mutate to become the ultimate fighting machine.
She
It's
was
the power.
like, this is good, this is harmless, it'll confuse them, stop them from hurting us, and, someone will knock him out. Nope.
Constitution saving throw.
Honestly, it's
Dude.
perfect.
Confusion spell,
It-
not even once.
It worked. I liked it. Use it again.
I love it.
Especially if you can get a driver.
No! 7. As he falls, D100. It's a lot of dice. I closed the table and I shouldn't have.
This is fine. This is fine.
Where's it gone? Where's that page? Fuck off. Okay.
That could be either really good or really bad.
He doubles over, and you hear cracking, and he roars in pain. He starts scrambling to unhook his armor. That's all you see for now. Warwick, it's your turn.
Let's see if we can kill this one right in front of us. Oh, sorry, that's wrong. I need to do it as an advantage.
Just roll again.
I'll roll again with the same one. 13's going to miss anyway.
Yeah, both will miss. Again, this
Oh, that was the one
individual.
attack.
Oh, well,
This
no,
is
yeah,
fine.
that was one attack. Yeah, so advantage.
Now it's clicked.
23 will hit.
And then
For
bonus
14.
attack.
A 15 for 9. 15 will miss.
Yep.
Again, just his heavy armor ping, bounces off. Okay. This guy, he is going to... What's he going to do?
Surrender?
No. I'm just wondering what a hobgoblin would do.
What would a hobgoblin do? Can I get that on a bracelet?
Well,
Shirt.
Inspirational.
He's just going to attack. He's they're not cowards. They wouldn't. Warwick, he's going to... In fact, he's going to go for Warwick.
Thought so. Smart thing to do.
Natural 2, no chance. You're both clashing and clanging against each other, striking with fierce intent, but none of you seem to be able to make a purchase. The captains go. Oh, he is unconscious. So I'm going to remove him from the turn order. This guy is going to go for Ava. In fact, what... He really would like to do that, but he's going to...
Oh, you know, do it. You know he wants to.
No, he's just going to attack Ava. He's knows he can't risk the opportunity attack. Natural 20. Okay. So you take 2d10. You take 12 points of slashing damage, and once more, that booming energy seems to suffuse and surround you.
Ow.
Okay. This hobgoblin's turn. He's going to attack Smiler with advantage. That is going to hit. He's going to put all of his force into that, his allies bolstering him to do extra damage. Four, 10, 13, 15 points of slashing damage. He's looking rather okay. He's taken a few nicks, but he still is grinning. He kind of... Burlock, it's your turn.
Well, I will hit the one in front of me. Again with advantage, because I'll be doing this recklessly.
Flanking.
Yes. Oh, actually, I don't need to advance. Yeah, advantage. I won't be doing recklessly. I'll just be doing it that way. All right. And I'm an idiot. I keep forgetting not to tick the rage damage.
Gotta remember that.
I'm a smart barbarian. I'm raging. Okay. For 17.
17 will just miss.
Yelling, just screaming at the hobgoblin in front of me. Go, "Rawr." Great sword.
25, though, will definitely hit. And with one strike, you ping into the back of his armor as he turns around to catch your sword. But then you spin around and catch him on the other side. And with that, you cleave deep into his chest from under his armpit, sinking in a couple of inches. And he coughs up blood before you wrench your greatsword free and he falls to the ground dead.
Now, is he a fiend or what was the thing for that one?
He is not.
Okay.
These appear to just be regular hobgoblins.
All right. Cool. And I will use my move action to flank the next one.
Okay.
And
It is Smiler's go. As you're watching him, Reservoir, he looks from within the grapple, his arms pinned to his side. He looks up at the hobgoblin that just slashed him, and he grins before suddenly he vanishes, appearing behind him, behind the vehicle as well. Let me just fix that. Appearing behind him with, yep, that'll hit. And instantly just... and the hobgoblin is speared through from behind. And is completely killed. And then you see him, his ally looks on in horror. And then Smiler then waves his hand. And the other hobgoblin begins to laugh. As his friend lies bleeding on the ground before him. Smiler wipes the blood from his blade and turns to the others. That same grin. Ashe, it's your turn.
Well, that's terrifying. I'm going to help my friends over here. So I'm going to go and just exasperated. I'm just going to do a ray at the one that's next to both Ava and Burlock right here. Let's do a ray. 13 is a miss, I believe.
It is, yes.
Thank you for the subscription, Barrow. Thank you for the subscription. Enjoying the Goblin Club.
Thank you.
Enjoy the emotes.
And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So move up forward a little bit, and that's the end of my turn.
Okay.
I can use any bonus actions.
This hobgoblin is affected by Tasha's hideous laughter. Let me just check the... he's prone. So at the end of his turn, he's prone and incapacitated. So at the end of his turn, he's going to make a wisdom save. He fails. This guy, he is on the ground, on the kind of side of his war machine, like laughing, just... All right, that's him. Kishara's go. Once again, is going to fling an insult towards the hobgoblin who just won't go down. He's like, "Asshole! Nowhere to give up!" Pass. These guys are not being affected by her insults. Reservoir, it's your turn.
Yeah, I'm going to shout over to Smiler. Do try not to kill them. And then, how bad does the hobgoblin that's between Ava and Burlock look?
Very rough indeed.
Very rough. And if I remember correctly, this one up here above the captain on the main vessel, he hasn't taken any damage other than the force, correct? From Shatter.
Yeah.
Okay, I am going to... Oh, shoot. How much of a range does that have? I think I'm within 90 feet. Sorry, I should have checked this. Yeah. So I am going to hurl a chromatic orb at that friend with acid damage.
So which one?
Per usual. The one above the captain. The northmost one.
Gotcha.
Cast at what level? 1.
10 will miss.
You know?
That's not rolling too hot.
Yeah. No, we're not.
And you've got the D8, but I don't think it's going to be enough.
I'd have to get an 8 on it, I think.
Now, would the Roll20 version of changing your dice is changing your color? Because
I usually exit out of Roll20 and re-enter when I'm having terrible luck.
Thank you, Neocroc, for the gift subscription. Slice of Scott, I hope you enjoy the emotes for the month.
Thank you.
thank you.
It's so nice. And I'm going to take cover again.
Okay. As you kind of call out to Smiler before hurling this, he shouts back, "Don't be absurd! You have your hostage! Show the rest of these brutes no quarter!" It is the captain's go. He's going to roll a d10. He rolls a 2. He does nothing. End of his turn. Wisdom save. 2! This guy cannot catch a break. It's good because if he got consciousness back, he could give everyone else that d4 that the other guy did. So that confusion's coming in clutch. Lulu's turn. She's just going to turn to you and say, "I don't like him."
I don't either.
Okay. This hobgoblin is going to attack Smiler. He's focused on his ire on this Eladrin. It's going to be a miss. Smiler spins around and parries the blow away with a flick of his short sword. This hobgoblin is going to attempt the same. That was natural 17. That will hit. Again, using his martial prowess to do... Ooh, that's good. Well done, hobgoblin. 19 points of damage.
Ooh.
Smiler coughs at that. Ava, it's your turn.
Yo, I'm going to do some non-lethal damage to this guy in front of me. First I got my 2 attacks. Oh, advantage.
Well, they both hit anyway. Just roll 2d20 to see if anyone would have been... Actually, it doesn't matter. That first one is enough to take him out. You jab upwards with your finger, striking right here in the chin. Just... He coughs in his throat, like he kind of stops breathing for a moment before clink, falling to the ground unconscious.
Oh, okay. Well...
I can just imagine Burlock is running around going...
However,
"Oh."
as you move, the booming energy surrounding you from his previous attack suddenly takes hold. You, a thunderous burst happens. You take 4 points of thunder damage.
Oh. Okay. Well, I'm gonna move.
Which
there.
happens, yep, it happens as you moved.
Ow. Can I do my second attack here with this guy?
Yep, sure can.
Okay. Well, non-lethal damage against him. And then I'm going to use a key point to do 2 more attacks. With advantage!
I mean, it hits anyway, but just check for the crit. Both hit.
Let me just roll a d20 real quick.
Yeah, so total of 17. And with that, you run up behind this one, and you kind of use that momentum. You jump off a bit, because now that Smiler's concentrating on a different spell, the hallucinatory terrain is gone. And you launch yourself up from one of the rocks, and you do a double scissor kick right in this guy's face, and you hear... Did you say non-lethal? Yeah, he falls unconscious and falls to the ground.
Alright, this is what I'm scared of.
You accidentally put an
hobgoblin's turn.
X instead of...
Oh, yeah, whoops. Okay. That hobgoblin's turn.
Ninja hobgoblins.
You all hear a roar coming from the pool of ichor. You all, even everyone turns, like all the hobgoblins and everyone, the attention is immediately drawn to this guy. It is an inhuman shriek of agony as this guy pulls off his armor before you see, bursting from the clothes beneath, tearing the undergarments to shreds, two leathery bat-like wings from up behind. It is a sight from that is quite horrific. But this hobgoblin has just instantaneously grown very large wings. He's still confused. Still confused.
One would argue even more confused.
That's another one.
Wendy, I can fly.
Why couldn't we have gotten that instead of big ears?
He runs in a random
T100.
direction.
I mean, you're more than welcome to take the chance again.
Wait. Does that mean that he can also go up now?
Yeah.
Oh.
So I'm going to roll a D10 instead of a D8.
Could always swim down.
And it's a 10. So with you see, I mean, what are they?
I think 10 is down to myself.
So you see these wings just erupt from this person's back. His clothes are tattered to shreds, and just they start to flap as he kind of shakes himself, like lifts into the air, pulling himself free from the Ica. And at the end of his turn,
He naked.
He doesn't break the confusion. He's naked from the waist up.
Okay.
But this, yeah, you just saw a hobgoblin grow wings. That's not something you see every day. I'm gonna give him the wings icon. Warwick, it's your go.
One action to lay on hands for 29 hit points.
Okay. Yourself, I presume.
Yes. It's been like bad. I was really low. Oh, and let's move in, shall we? What have we got?
I'm guessing difficult terrain.
It is, but I ignore it.
Oh, yay.
So with that, I'm going to.
Keep in mind, this guy's knocked out.
Yeah, that's okay. I'll use my Misty Step to get there. And that's it.
Okay. Okay, it is now. He is dead. He is unconscious. Right, he is unconscious. He is dead. Burlock, it's your turn.
Hello, everybody. Sorry about that. I just had a brief internet issue, and then hardware fell on me. So, I'm here back. We're resuming where we are.
Yep. And Burlock has just run towards the Demon Grinder and can get advantage on prone attack with the person on the ground, which is over here. So I will run up and say, fresh meat, and then I just, again, actually, no, I won't call this non-lethal. I am raging at the moment. I'm annoyed. I've run to one, didn't get killed. Run to another, didn't get killed. So we'll do that with the Great Sword. There we go. For
But he will
13.
hit. Yep. 13 points of damage. You strike this. This is the one that's still laughing, affected by Tasha's hideous laughter. He's he kind of grunts, holding onto the last vestiges. He's still barely alive. He's going to fail the save. He's still laughing.
Mm-hmm. Well, I shall hit him again, but I'll do this one with non-lethal damage now.
Okay. 23 hits. With that, you knock him unconscious.
That laughter's getting on my nerves. It wasn't that funny.
Oh,
So wrong icon again.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. And that is my turn. I'm
Okay.
staying on the ground.
Smiler's turn. He kind of looks down at what you've just done and says, "Let me finish that." And he stabs both the unconscious hobgoblins here and here, coup de grace the two of them.
Well,
Well,
oh, okay.
Yeah, officially
And then-
don't like that guy.
And then he is going to teleport over here. And that's going to end his turn. Ash, it's your go.
Well,
I'm
just
tempted
gonna
to ask for an attack of opportunity, but no.
It was a misty step.
But Misty Step, you don't.
just gonna do some of this. The guy in
29
the very
will definitely hit.
top, and then I have my arcane firearm too. So on it, so it's an extra D8. Takes 13 total.
Okay, he is barely holding on now.
Yep, that's the end of my turn. I'm just walking over towards the devil, towards this
Okay.
other bike, examining it.
That hobgoblin is dead. Kashara's turn. She is going to fly up. And she is going to... Can she reach? Can she reach? How far can she move? She moved... Yeah, she can go a bit further. Oh, it's 60 feet. Never mind. Yeah, she can reach. It says she kind of just flies up and looks towards the one that you just struck and says like, "Yeah, get hit! Fucking fuck you!" Which is mockery.
I feel like as
Not being
her
very creative.
insults stop working as well, they like each time it fails, the insult just gets worse. Like it was pretty creative, then it was like asshole, and then it's like fucking fuck you.
Natural one though.
Reflects it.
oh no.
The hobgoblin, having been struck, hears Kashara's insult and just gives up and he falls down.
That's such a.
And he falls off the side of the vehicle.
Is he unconscious or dead? Is psychic damage lethal?
Lethal.
His
It
psychic
is?
damage is lethal. He got killed by a fuck you.
So is all of them?
There is this one confused captain, the one who grew the wings, left.
Just a moment.
And then these two over here are unconscious.
Yep. Correct.
Oh, it's my turn.
It's your turn, yeah.
Yes, sorry. How rough is everyone looking? Does
I'm okay. I haven't been hit.
I know,
Anyone
Karsh, you
probably-
mentioned that Warwick is
I'm-
not looking
I restored pretty much most.
right.
I'm good
Oh gosh. I think I'm just gonna maintain concentration. I'm gonna hold Acid Splash in case I feel like Smiler has turned against us. I don't think he has yet. Like, he hasn't attacked any of us yet. But I don't like what he's doing.
Oh, he's dead to us. He is dead to us.
He's freaking me out a little bit. So I'm just gonna hold that just in case, but I'm not gonna send it out yet.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep my cover turned to Lulu and give that kind of like terrified look.
It is the Hobgoblin Captain's turn. He is still confused. A 5. I believe that's a do nothing.
Yes.
Okay. End of his turn. Finally shakes free of the confusion to see all his allies dead around him. And one of his allies with wings. And he kind of... What? No!
Surrender before Smiler kills you.
Lulu's turn. She just shares that look back at you and does nothing else. Hobgoblin dead. Hobgoblin dead. Ava's turn.
Ava's not here. Move to next.
What? Oh yeah. I'll keep her turn on hold for now. This Hobgoblin's turn. Confused. 2. Does nothing.
Does nothing.
14 though breaks free of the confusion, but that ends his turn. He kind of.
Do I know when they've broken free?
I'd say you there's no like connection, but you can tell by just the way they're not stumbling around anymore.
Okay. I was specifically wondering because if that was the last one, I assume it would end the spell.
Yeah, you can drop concentration.
Yeah.
Warwick, it's your turn.
Surrender now surrender to us before that Smiler character kills you. We're here to take prisoners. He isn't.
The Hobgoblin spits in your face.
Oh well, I tried.
No prisoners. Kill me or die yourself. Coward!
My action. Next.
You don't do anything your turn?
No.
Okay.
I'll
Burlock's turn.
give myself second wind.
Okay.
Just in case. Oh, that sucks, but there's a little bit more healing.
All good?
Yep.
Alright, I will climb up onto the vehicle right in front of him, yelling obscenities in Infernal, and will do non-lethal damage with the back of his sword. I would be doing this recklessly as well. So that's the great sword.
26 will hit for 10.
And I will hit him again, non-lethally. Great sword.
18. Wow, it's a heavy blow.
Ooh.
Okay, it is Smiler's turn. As the Hobgoblin with wings suddenly gains his composure, and he looks to attempt to fly back to the base. Smiler just reaches his hand and says, I suggest you come down from there and not do anything you'll regret. And then the Hobgoblin just seems to be stunned for a moment. And then this kind of calm demeanor comes over his face as he starts to descend. Ashe, it's your turn.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the only thing to do is to try and finish him off. Actually, you know, I'm just gonna spend my turn examining the bike we've just received. Don't think I'm gonna attack. I think they're fine over there.
It's still got a Hobgoblin captain slumped over it.
Yeah, Can I take him off? Just
Yeah,
take him off.
you just
the thing.
unceremoniously pull him and
Yep.
dump his
Just throw-
unconscious body onto the ground.
Throw him to the side. Just examine the bike, and then that'll be my turn.
The bike did not hit any of the rocks. The Hobgoblin Captain recognized the illusion and stopped before it could do any damage, so it's still in very good condition.
Perfect.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, so you can have your turn now, Ava.
Yes. So what's happened?
The
Only the
last
two confused ones were left, and they're no longer
only the two confused ones are left. They're no longer confused, and one appears to have just been affected by the suggestion spell by Smiler.
And the captain refused to surrender.
Well,
in
I'm
Warwick's face.
gonna jump up and kind of head up, and I'm gonna try and hit him and knock him out. Still going for the non-lethal.
21 will hit. 18 will just hit.
Is that enough, or?
No, he's still up.
Okay, well,
This is one of the captains.
I'm spending a key point to do 2 more attacks.
24, 7. Still standing, just about.
Surprisingly.
Okay, Ashe, it's your turn.
Oh, I went.
Oh yeah, that's right. I interrupted Ava.
Yeah.
Kashara's turn. She's just going to, yeah, she's not going to do anything. She's going to just sit on the devil grinder, and kind of not bad, huh? It's you, Ashe.
Yeah, you're fine.
Reservoir, it's your turn.
I'm gonna look at Lulu and kind of nod in the direction of Ashe and Kashara, and can I wheel this ride over to sort of be beside?
Sure, it'd be hard
that-
moving, but you could easily bring it over there.
Yeah. Just sort of motioning with
Yeah, Lulu will follow.
to stay hidden with me.
The Hobgoblin Captain's turn. His options are limited.
And yet also plentiful. 3 people to attack.
Attack the crazy dwarf.
Or surrender.
Well, we've given him the option once.
Oh, what would he do? What would he do? What would he do?
Maybe he didn't realize the severity of his situation.
He is so badly hurt. He sees he's surrounded. He sees everyone dead. He's going to do the intelligent thing. Raises his greatsword, and it falls to the ground. And he just goes to his knees and puts his hand behind his head. And I think we're going to end combat there. As threats seem to have been dealt with.
I'm gonna... Do I have... Apparently I have a set of manacles, so I'm gonna use those to quickly restrain the captain.
Okay.
And I got some hessian ropes. I can probably tie up the other captain that's over.
We've got 2 other
Yeah, we've got
Yeah.
2.
unconscious. One's a captain, one's...
You hear the flapping of wings. And then you hear... As... Oh, Jesus. Yep. The hobgoblin, entranced by the spell being cast on it, flies down and sort of walks up to Smiler with almost like an amicable smile on his face before 2 short swords directly into his chest. Smiler pulls out the short swords. Oh my goodness, you've all grown, had a fine time to choose to grow conscious. Where do you think we are?
Why did you kill them?
Because otherwise they would have killed us. We're in hell. You don't
They
think
were
I'd survive?
unconscious.
And then they get conscious later and then slit our throats while we sleep. They don't survive. I haven't survived down here for 7 years by being merciful. You do what you have to survive. My goodness. Look, if
There
you're
are other
uncomfortable,
ways.
then by all means, just drive away and I'll finish the business. You have someone to interrogate. Whew. Dirty work, I know, but it has to be done.
Funny. Your funny definition of has to be done.
I had friends like you,
Enjoy it quite a bit.
naive. You know what happened to them?
You killed them?
They died. They were taken by this place. I assume there's some lemure or imp somewhere now. Don't be naive, girl. It'll get you killed. Right. Now that ugly business is out the way. Sorry. I just get a little frustrated sometimes because it's just... People don't think about the clever thing to do. Now, ask away your questions in the meantime. 1, 2... who are you interrogating? Are you assuming I'm still conscious, man?
Well, you did
Right.
say that we can take our belongings and go. There's your vehicle. It's a little bit busted, but it was your plan. We have the 3. That was the plan. The bike.
The 3 what?
Well, the bikes wasn't the plan. You just told us
I'll
to
be
go.
keeping my bike. You're not gonna...
You said that
Well-
we could take it.
You did.
No, I said, well, you
You
have that
just
bike.
said
I'd rather
that.
keep my one.
You
I'll
said
keep
that
my
we
one.
could take it.
Yeah, and there's another one just showed up, so you can have 2 bikes. Congratulations.
I count 3. But either way,
I suggest you
Don't.
take... Got you on edge, haven't I, girl? I suggest you take my generous offer. I'm assuming you're not going to, by your demeanor, I get the impression that you have no interest in coming with me to help me further. A pity.
How insightful.
Well, should I survive, perhaps I'll see you again. In either case, be on the lookout for Bitter Breath. I imagine if you're not going to finish him off with me today, then you will have made an enemy. As you so succinctly put it, I was under the assumption that we'd finish him, but I can't do that alone. So, good luck with whatever endeavor you have. Bleeding hearts will desanguinate you before too long. And he teleports onto the bike seat of his bike and just and drives off.
away or towards?
Away. Just away.
Bleeding hearts.
Most likely,
sentiment.
it's either some kind of metaphor, or he probably means some kind of gang, obviously. In any case, we've got a new bike, and
A
Fine.
broken war machine if he's just ridden off.
Well, how bad is War Machine?
It's a little beat up, but it could be fixed.
all right.
Is that necessarily a bad thing? We've got 2 bikes and potentially a repairable War Machine.
And we've got prisoners. We really should know that that guy is trying to assassinate their boss.
The
Especially the
hobgoblin The hobgoblin has just been silent this whole time.
Let's
Let's talk to the hobgoblin. All right.
Can all of you move the bodies off the grinder at least? I'm gonna try to see if it's fixable at all. You can go ahead and interrogate your prisoner.
I'm gonna take the bodies and see if I can kind of like semi-bury them in like rocks, in the piles of rocks. I don't know.
Ashe, would you want
As
help
you,
from
as soon as
Burlock?
as soon as you go to as soon as you move to touch the dead bodies, there is a bark of a shout of anger from the captured hobgoblin. No, you do not touch them. You are not worthy to touch them.
What death rights do you?
They fell in battle. Leave them.
Can we at least take them off the?
We bury by air. Leave them.
Can I at least take it off the grinder? Or the...
By...
Well, I thought it would be improper to actually get you to bury them. But either way.
We do not bury.
Dispose of, I should say then.
Is it alright if I just throw them on the ground then? Because this machine is still usable.
Do.
Alright. I just unceremoniously just throw them onto where they are on the ground. Just drag them off real quick.
You see this sense of the seething rage behind him, this sense of shattered pride.
I'm sorry, we didn't want them to die.
Team up with him, what do you expect?
We wanted to capture you so we could ask you questions about him. Because we don't know anything about him.
This Smiler. Smiler the Defiler. He's known as.
That's not the name he used for us, but...
He's a madman. We were once allies, but he led us through suicidal mission after suicidal mission. And he would constantly miss pay. So we left. We joined someone who had better coin. That's about it.
Is that
He wanted to steal
warlord that
from
he
them.
wanted to kill and steal from?
Doesn't surprise me. It's what he does. All for Smiler, none for anyone else.
Yeah, I got a feeling.
During
I'm
this time,
sorry.
we're helping Ashe with the vehicle.
Yep.
Save your apologies for your gods. Bitter breath has your amnesty now.
We don't mean any harm against Bitter Breath.
I may hate that man, but he was right. You are naive.
We wanted to get both sides of the story.
These are the two sides. War and fighting. Everyone for themselves.
They wanted to get both sides of the story. I wanted to tell your boss that he was coming to steal from him.
Oh, that would have worked too.
And for once, I'm actually telling the truth.
It's lucky
If
then that you didn't.
if we send you back to Bitter Breath, will he kill you?
Probably. Well, I don't know. Probably not, actually. He'll kill you, though, so you'd better run.
What?
Welcome in, Raiders. Welcome in, Untold Stories.
Welcome.
Hello.
Thank you for the raid.
Welcome, welcome.
Well, welcome to Hobgoblin Interrogation.
With morality.
What do
I
you want
know,
to
it
do?
feels weird.
Do you want to go back to Bitter Breath, or should we take you to the bazaar?
I have contract with Bitter Breath. I cannot leave.
Okay.
My
And you
men
still have-
are with Bitter Breath. My allies still there. I cannot leave them.
Well,
Okay.
the two people around the other bike are not dead. We pulled our punches, so to speak. So you still have allies here. Can we have your word that we can leave in peace?
I give you nothing.
I can give you a headache.
Then why don't you, dwarf?
Because we're seeing if we can be better. Better than what this place can make us.
You care about
This-
coins, don't you? And pride.
Care about survival and pride, yes.
We didn't want to do harm. But Smiler, he did.
Listen,
If Bitter Breath doesn't go after Smiler, Smiler will keep doing this. We're not going to do anything else to Bitter Breath. We're going
Smiler
to...
is weak alone. His power comes
Yes.
from influencing others.
He's very
Exactly.
good at it.
Evidently.
Exactly. If you can get him while he's alone, then
He's wild. He won't attack while he's alone. He'll run. Find some other naive group of people to influence. And try again.
There's other surface dwellers here?
Who knows? Maybe not. He's patient, I'm sure. It's not the first time he's tried.
I think what my friend means to say is Bitter Breath's energies would be better spent being rid of Smiler rather than being rid of us. We have no intent to come after you again. We are very sorry for what happened here today. But Smiler will come after you again when he finds another group.
And if he does, he'll be killed. If not by me, then by someone else. Listen. You don't belong here. None of you. The very fact you spared me is proof enough of that. You will die here.
people keep telling us that.
You,
We haven't died yet.
I am telling you, you seem to be nice people, and nice people die down here. So what? Take my advice. Get out.
We're trying.
You do not belong here. Get out. And pray to your gods that you don't end up here again.
Can you stop bringing those
For-
up?
Thank you for worrying about us.
Spare me. I'm not worried. I'm just giving you advice.
You
I
already
don't
did
care.
spare
I'm-
me.
I'm gonna-
I don't
I'm
care
gonna
either way.
I'm gonna uncuff him. We're not gonna do anything to him.
He doesn't move. You uncuff him and he just lets it. He just hangs his arms low. Leave. At least leave me what little remains of my pride.
We're very going to take this.
Have it.
Okay.
Spoils of war.
If I wake your companions, will you attack us?
Do not. I will wake them.
They might be a bit more bitter.
What are you waiting for? Go! Get out of here!
We have to fix the.
It'll be okay if we take care of it.
Takes a bit of effort.
Ash, is this thing going to move?
Doing my best. Can I examine
Make,
it?
yeah,
See
make
if it's-
make a Tinker's Tools check.
Tinker's Tools. Query intelligence. So, with flash at genius before I even see the roll. Let's go. 35.
Yeah. But by the time you say, yeah, I think you kind of like, how's it going, Ash? I think I got it. Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, it should be up and running in about a couple of minutes, actually.
You can save the use of that feature.
All right.
Ash, you named the last one. Reservoir? Naming rights.
Name the last
oh.
one. Whatever.
That's all right. I'll leave that to you.
Burlock? Please don't call it a rock or stone or
I'm good.
Ava?
Does it need a name?
Of course it needs a name.
Why didn't you name it?
So I named Bertha. Holding up a steering wheel.
You can name this one.
Bertha 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Debbie?
Abby. Okay.
Debbie it is.
Oh, well.
Takes the Burlock would walk over to one of the bikes, original bike, and pick it up and bring it back over to put on the war machine.
There is a little place you can slot it inside. It's not nearly as big as your previous one as Bertha. Yeah. So, but there is a little. With 30, Ashe can like fix a little bit of metal that you can kind of like hook the bike on the side. So it's.
Yep. And can we leave the previous bike sled with the other bike so they can all get home? So they don't have to be woken up till they get to their own base?
You certainly can.
Well,
So are we going to leave them with a bike? Or we...
Well, how else are we going to get back?
There's only 2, right? Because Myra took the other one.
Yeah, we've got 2 bikes.
Oh, yeah. I thought you were referring to captives.
No.
They wouldn't be able to. They'd have to use. I don't.
How would they get back?
That's true. It is.
I mean, keep in mind, an extra bike is an extra thing that we have to man
and maintain and pay coins for.
Yeah.
As much as I want to keep the other bike, we can't really feasibly do it. Unless Kashara wants to take bike lessons.
I would love to, but it's a big for me.
You take one handlebar, Lulu, you got the other one.
Who's going to get the pedals, though?
If I get promoted, I'll take you up on that.
Yep.
Although, that's not likely going to happen. But hey, you never know. Stranger things have happened.
We just ran into a group of hobgoblins and let a few of them live. Go team.
Are you ready to go?
I turn to the hobgoblin. I point towards we're behind the rock, and I'm like, behind there's like a carriage thing that we made. So you can pull it behind a bike, and
get your friends
you can put people on it. You know,
yeah, it's
drag them
so
along.
At least you all get back without having to trudge through hell.
We will walk. It'll be a show of humility. He kind of looks offended that you suggest that that he'd use such a ramshackle.
Then for your future endeavors.
Do you need a lift or?
No.
I think he is sick of our company. Why don't we?
I would like a bit of respect.
I think we're patronizing him at this point. We should probably leave. Let's get out of here.
Okay.
I wonder if you'll like Mortlock's troll doll.
Command when he's down, why don't you?
Come on, go.
Heed my advice. Get out of Avernus as soon as you can.
Yes.
On it.
You too.
Before you die, or worse, end up like me.
He's so considerate.
What was your name again?
He doesn't answer. He grabs and he goes and picks up his allies one by one. He kind of like fireman's carries both of them and just starts walking back.
Okay, well, we now have 2 bikes.
2 bikes and a small war machine.
I think this is a matter of cultural difference, Ava.
Yeah.
Even in military, that's stupidity.
Anyone who wants to roll a history check.
Ooh, I mean, I'll never say no to history checks. I'm supposed to be good at those.
Yeah, I'll roll them too. I'm curious.
Yeah. Reservoir, Burlock. You know about hobgoblins. You know that they are a very deeply militaristic and deeply prideful society, and the offer of help, especially from an enemy, would be deeply shameful.
So a troll doll would be worse.
Yeah.
To be beaten down by someone, and then for them to you realize that Ava may have just spent the last 15 minutes making the worst hobgoblin faux pas after faux pas after faux pas.
Oh yeah. It's. I mean, Ava, think about how you might feel if someone were to insinuate that you needed help when you already knew how to do something. It's rude. It's treating them in their mind as if they were less than they were. I know to us it's not the same, but
Yeah, I get it. I'd apologize, but I don't think he'd like that.
probably
Yeah,
wouldn't.
no.
Yes.
Oh.
He might snap a little.
Good intentions, though.
Well, they say the road to hell is paved with good intentions. Well,
Well, we're already there.
but I think the best thing is more like we be better than what this place makes them.
Yes.
Shao, are you taking notes?
Slap the side of the machine. Come on.
Who's gonna take
Right.
the bikes? I can take one.
I think so. We can hook one on,
You
correct?
could hook one on. I mean, if you want to make enough place to hook a second, it would be I'd say you could.
Okay.
Particularly with a 30. Like, damn.
Not bad.
35 if needed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
Technically, with a crit, I could get like up to what is that? Like a 40? No.
And we do have also now we've got also the supplies.
Next time
from
you get
the
a
sledge.
proficiency bonus increase.
Ah,
cool.
yes.
Yeah. Because let's see. Because you rolled a 17. So
38 is my max. I
yeah,
think.
38 is your max right
But then
now.
you do artificers can also learn guidance.
And
Yes.
I'm pretty sure I can bend luck and give you a bonus.
All right, let's just maximize my Tinker's tool. Let's make
Either way.
let's make a giant moving castle. How about that?
Let's make an
an
anime robot.
I was actually saying, can we actually make it like a Voltron robot? The two bikes
Battle
attached
all
tech?
these things together.
Battletech.
But let's come on, let's go. We don't have all the time to spare. I'm pretty sure our wizard friend is dying to meet us right now. So
Yeah.
Well,
Have Lulu and Kashara come over.
They kind of beckon them, and they kind of do, and it's funny every time they approach. You can't help but think of that old trope of the angel and devil on your shoulders. It's curious.
Are you both all right?
Oh, yeah, no, I'm fine. Never better. You think this is bad? I've seen so much worse down here.
Lulu's just like, those poor hobgoblins.
I
Wait.
know.
has there dead bodies around us? Can we loot the bodies? He's already gone.
I mean, if you want to.
Spoils of
Like-
war, but still.
Plate armor?
If you may make an investigation check.
If you want plate armor, I've got a spare.
I'll
I can't
spare you
wear.
the check. They don't appear to have anything of value on them
Dumb.
other than
Yeah.
the equipment that they're wearing.
Nah, never mind. I was
Just
hoping
No,
maybe
look, if you
healing
want plate
potions
armor,
and
I've got
stuff.
spare.
Can't wear it, but still, I thought for you or someone else. Either way, no sleep to Wizard's Tower,
I got this demonic red plate armor,
which you're not wearing.
All pass.
which I am wearing. How do you think I could run through this rough ground so easily?
Oh yeah.
You rev up the vehicles, your new acquirement, and leaving the feuds of warlords and creepy Eladrin behind you, set off once more into the plains.
the destination of Mordenkainen's tower set firmly in your minds. That's where we'll leave for this week.
And he is so going to slit our throats when we go to sleep.
I'm gonna be honest. Part of me like really wants to meet the Hobgoblin again, Captain.
Yeah.
Just because I want to be friends with him.
Oh man. Oh man.
Well, we got a vehicle out of this. That's
I mean,
probably the
yeah,
best case
Got
scenario.
2 vehicles.
that was the best case.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
I
didn't-
think
we
I
still
guess
got
that
ourselves-
I guess that frantic prepping was for nothing.
Lorian, is that what you expected?
I think Ashe agrees with Smiler in the
It's-
Hobgoblin in this case.
It's funny how, like, I don't know. Initially, I kind of wanted to push this little thing as just like, let's just forget about morality. Let's just have a fun traditional D&D heist adventure. And you were like, this guy's sketchy as hell. This guy, oh.
Yes.
But then I realized you guys weren't going to, so I played it up.
Yeah.
I tried to give a hint at when we started the show, but I wasn't going to do it beforehand. So I wasn't going to tell everyone else what was my plans were on the morality. Saying Warwick is being nice and paladinish.
Yeah, Warwick. Seeing Warwick nice is scary enough as it is. I was like,
so weird.
wait, you're
What's going on?
you're not talking about Baldur's Gate being a hellhole, and you're being nice. And
Oh, it's still a
we're
hellhole.
talking Our way out of trouble.
Haven't mentioned liqueur in a long time.
Exactly. Is this what your version?
We went a
of-
whole episode.
We
I've had-
did.
I've had 2 spiritual annoyance, like awakenings, in like 1 episode.
Other unfortunate news is because that side adventure was ended prematurely for my planning. I'm gonna have to prepare this next bit a lot faster because
You've got a fortnight though.
I do. I might need more than that.
Ooh.
Oh.
Well, I won't be here when
So-
our next session is planned in 2
So,
weeks.
shall we do a hiatus the week in a fortnight's time? Take a week off because again, the thing I am planning, my homebrew thing, is gonna come in fairly soon.
Ooh.
And so I had this adventure planned out for a couple of sessions to like give myself extra time. Now that's not happening. I
Yes, it
don't want to
isn't
rush
happening.
this.
Sorry, Lorian.
No, it's fine.
Sorry.
That's totally how D&D works. It's totally cool. But now it's just, would you be all right with giving me that extra time?
It just means that now I have to do 2 weeks of work.
1, 2.
It'll
2
mean we
weeks of
also have
work?
to make a decision on what we were talking about pre-show and at the start of the show as well.
Oh yeah, let's definitely come to terms with that. But anyways, let's
Wrap up.
Let's wrap up. Yeah, let's do that.
Yes.
So Emi,
Hi, I'm Emi Rabbit, but you guys can call me Emi. I play Eva, the human monk, who I'm just trying to make friends. Okay, I try to be nice and make friends. Doesn't matter if we're in hell. You know, let's be friends. But if you want to see more of me, you can find me over on twitch.tv/gatheringonnerds, where we play Vampire the Masquerade. We've got Minecraft. We've been doing the stream where we play different games. Like last night, we were playing Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes. And the week before that, we were playing Phasmophobia. And we're going to be starting work on, we're doing not one shots but short form of different systems on Fridays, which the first one's going to be Shadowrun, which should be fun.
awesome.
And yeah, that's hopefully we can see you over there too, but hopefully we'll see you here next week with Smuggler's Run.
MLP.
Hi, I'm MrLiveProducer. I've been playing your Totem Warrior Barbarian Ranger Burlock Ungard, who is trying to be better than what this place can make. And yeah, morality is such an interesting thing, especially coming from Warwick, which is slightly concerning.
Precisely why I push for the name Saints and Sinners.
I freaked people out by being moral
I know, it's like, yeah,
as a paladin.
Yeah, Warwick is just like, yeah, he's this person. Yeah, he's just a drunken bastard. I was like, wait, You're advocating not to kill? Who are you? What have you done to real Warwick? Did you find some demon ichor and the role gave you morals? Yep, you can usually catch me on my Twitter channel where I usually do VR content, but I'm going to try to stretch into other stuff soon, so keep an eye for that. And just, I haven't been doing that much VR lately because my VR headset needs to get a bit of work done or i.e. replaced, which is not fun.
Ooh.
In Australia, VR is expensive, so I'm not looking forward to that. So, Del?
Hi everyone, I'm Del. I've been playing Reservoir, your Water Genasi sorcerer, who is happy for this moral turn and is plenty pleased to try and cling to her morals for as long as, I would say humanly possible, but Water Genasily possible, because she's not technically a human.
But personably possible.
Yes, as long as personably possible. I like that. I'm going to use that. You can pretty much just find me here. If you're watching this on YouTube, tell us what your favorite moment was. Tell us on a scale of 1 to 10 how creepy you found Smiler. That's all I got.
11.
Will?
Yeah. Hi, everybody. My name's Will. I'm playing Ashe the Fire Genasi Artificer. Hope everyone enjoyed the episode and hope you join us for next week and the week after and the week after as well. Yeah. So, yeah, that's it from me. Go ahead, Karsh.
And my name's Karsh Goblin. I've been playing Warwick, and I can finally press this button again and go back to my normal voice. So, hi. We're going to be doing a tabletop book club tomorrow. We're going to be looking at Modern Age. That's Age for Adventure Game Engine. So, Adventure Game Engine. Quite an interesting system. I love how they do their crits. So that's going to be tomorrow, and we're going to be back next week with the start of Chapter 2 of A Guard's Tale. So that's going to be fun. Lorian?
Hi, I am Lorian Ross. I've been your Dungeon Master for tonight. Follow me on Twitter at SkyBlueShinks. I am back on my old account for the time being before I rename it. I've got a video on that account which explains kind of a lot of what I've got going on in terms of the account confusion as well. But I am currently working on a DM's Guild publication, as I mentioned earlier, which I am very excited for. And I also have a new song out, released a couple of days ago. It's called The Next Generation. You can check it on my SoundCloud. I've yet to upload it to most streaming services, but it is on Audius, of all things, which is a creator publicly owned, sort of like communal music streaming site owned by the artists, not by businesses in suits, which is really, really cool. So yeah, check that out. And I'll be back next week, whatever we have in store, whether it be Smuggler's Run or something else. And thanks for stopping by.
Awesome. And we're going to be raiding Make Believe Live. So our raid message is we come to shed love. Our hearts are warm fresh with Goblin Heart spam. If you're not a member of the channel, don't worry about the spam, but send our love, have fun, enjoy role playing, and bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.